It's a little after 4 p.m. in the Mountain West. A little after 5 down here in Houston, Texas, which is where we're located. It's time for another exciting episode of the Bravo Tour. And we're going to be flying the Saab SF340. I think this is the Bravo version variant. Not 100% sure on that, but it's a leading edge Saab. We're going to be going from Hobby to Orlando. And anyway, this was the aircraft that won out in controversial fashion. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit. But good to see you. We've got Pentagon already here. Connor Nixie is here as well. Good evening, gentlemen, and welcome to the stream. Hope your Saturday is going fantastic. I am under the weather. I've got a little tea. That's helping. I've got a little H2O in the ale horn here. Just trying to stay hydrated, man. You know how that goes. But yeah, so let me see. Hope I feel better. Just went through that this week. Oh, good. Yeah. No, it's one of those deals that my wife and I have. Well, I shouldn't say we've been sharing it because she's kept it all to herself to this point. But maybe I'm going to end up with it after all. I don't know. All right, here's the plan of attack, and we're going to jump right in. We are here in the muckety muck of Texas. You can see Houston, the Houston area. Lots of storms, lots of nastiness, and we're going to take ourselves out here, kind of past New Orleans and cut across the Gulf. And a little bit of weather here kind of en route, but once we get over close to Florida, it should be good. And should be about a 3-hour, just a shade. I think 2 hours and 59 minutes is what Simbrief thinks it'll take us. So we're gonna go ahead and rock and roll. I had some original plans. Well, actually, this was the original plan, was just to fly this leg, and that was it. And then I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll try to do a little bit more because of the voting, the controversy, as I mentioned. But at the end of the day, I had to kind of come back to my original plan, and it basically just it's a combination of maybe me not feeling so hot, but also I don't know that I'm going to quite have as much time this evening as I thought I might. So this will be a nice, this will be 4-hour stream by the time it's all said and done. So I think that'll be all right. Okay, I'm gonna jump in here. Like I say, we'll get started. We're gonna get rid of all this stuff. I'm gonna use some GPU power here, and I think we have to do the weight and balance kind of old school. This is gonna be right about the limit of this plane. I need 2270. Terms of fuel. So yeah, it's just about everything there. And as you can see, it puts us a little bit overweight here to start out, but I think once we get going, we'll be all right. We're payload wise, we're well down toward the. In fact, we could even just we'll kick a couple of people off the plane just because we're a little too heavy. So yeah, or leave their bags at Hobby. They won't mind, right? All right. So I do have flight plan filed, and I've already received a PDC. We're set to depart here in about 40 minutes. I don't know if it'll quite take us that long, but I'm going to go get an updated ATIS. It is now information Papa. Don't know how much has changed. Altimeter is now 299.7. Still about what it was a little bit ago. Everything else is still the same in terms of, yeah, still windy. 180 at 16, gusting 24. We've got 8 statute miles of visibility. It's broken at 11. It's broken at 210. It's overcast at, sorry, it's broken at 1100, broken at 2100, overcast 3300. So, and we're still departing runway 22. So that'll be all right. So that's all done. External power connected. Let's get the bats going here. And I do have external power available. Yep, it's showing, so we'll get that on as well. And I'm going to get some lights turned up here real quickly. Get those chimes canceled here in just a second. On, and emergency lights are going to be turned on. We're going to go ahead and set the bleed valves here. And now I can come down here. We'll cancel this out. I need to get avionics going as well here. Left to right and essentials. And all right, yeah. Batteries, external power, bleed valves, avionics, cabin science. Let's get the oxygen turned on. Check our fuel quantity. It should be pretty darn close to full. Yep, we are. Hey, Downwind Sim is here. Awesome. Good to see you, my friend. Hope the rest of your day's been good. Just gonna do one leg. Yeah, you know, Downwind Sim. I kind of started to. I think I'm getting the junkety junk that my wife has. So my energy level has kind of dropped as the day has progressed. So we're going to keep it simple. This should be a nice, fun trip. Good ATC, and I'm sure there'll be good company here. So yeah, I'm not going to push it and try to do too much tonight. 299 needs to be set there once, twice. And I'm a bad pilot, so I'm not going to set it a third time. Clearance it has been given to us, so let's get the GPS turned on. We'll fly this thing slant Lima tonight. You can whiskey up this aircraft, but again, I'm kind of going for hopefully lower workload, and maybe it'll make for a better result. I have everything in sweet from earlier when I came in here. I've been doing some configuration. Actually, the first thing should be yeah. I'm gonna have to do this again. Delete flight plan. I missed a little bit. Not at XS37. That's kind of weird. As far as I know, I'm at Houston Hobby. Let's get this put in there. But I've been doing some configuring. I did end up securing a used Alpha flight yoke, and so I've been doing some configuration with that today. And I popped in here and didn't do the full flight, but did a little bit of testing out, make sure things are working like they should be, and so that's where that flight plan came from. All right, so we will our departure is the El Loco 5. There it is. El Loco 5. You've gotten the G1000 in the shop. Oh, you've had the G1000 in the shop. Yeah. Yep, yeah, that's going to be pretty cool when you're all done with that, man. No doubt about it. And then runway 22. And I do think LLA is my transition. Let me look here at my flight plan. Yeah, that's part of what we had gotten rid of there. Good, that's going to load in. And this needs to go away. And let's get the rest of this put in here. Should have probably done this off stream so you didn't have to watch this, but yeah, it's all right. Sulpa. And then we have Z-Man. this 530, it really is a good GPS, but using the 530 really makes me appreciate the it's GTN 750. All this spinning letters around and stuff. It's like, yeah. Well, how many Challenger streams did you guys watch today? I saw there were a bunch of them out there. Looks like there were a few people that were able to secure a copy. Now I don't know how well it worked for them, but it's been working pretty well for guys like Continuum and folks like that. I'd also saw that the Flight Deck to Sim, that 737 pilot, got his hands on a copy there and did a nice job on a stream last night. So that's pretty cool. I think Citation Max is another guy that had it up and running. I haven't heard how his stream went, but I would figure he'd be a guy that would have a pretty good opinion on things. And hats off to Hot Start for actually giving the aircraft to streamers that understand aviation. And I can't tell you how much more I've enjoyed listening to those guys and watching those guys take the plane through its paces than I did the KHOU. Hey, good fixins. I know I got a lot going on in the chat here, guys. Let me just give me 2 seconds to get this tuned in, and I'll get caught up there. I'm back on the outs with just geez Louise.
747, clean up the sky.
I'm back on the outs with FlyJ Sim because did an update to the Q400 today, and it doesn't work with my new Alpha. So I'm mad. I'm back to bashing them. I'll figure it out. But I was a little disappointed that it didn't work more intuitively with my Alpha. But it's yeah, not working right now. All right, at Orlando right now, currently a beautiful day. Yeah, 070 gust or wind 0709. It's a 10 statute miles, not very many clouds, 3037, and ILS 35 right and 36. Yeah, we'll go ILS 35 right on the approach here. Like I say, just give me 1 second to get all this put in, and then I'll come say hello properly. We'll be on the Mini 5. We're going to the Mickey Mouse Funhouse, and we need the Boxer transition. All right, and then the last thing is the approach, and ILS. Oops, I've already forgotten. 35. ILS 35 right is the approach. I'm going to need to look to see. We will use I think it's the cruise. Yeah, the cruise fix is our initial. All right, good deal. Okay, let's change that to GPS. Let me go back over to the chat here. So, good fixins is here. Uncle Melvin, hello. And good fixins and Pentagon both have picked up the Challenger. Awesome. And then Rob Valkyrie has checked in. Thank you for the Queen of the Skies sound. Always makes me smile. Purchase nothing. At least that's what my wife knows. How many copies do you estimate they sold? There was some weirdness with the KHOU. The last few updates, they recommend disconnecting all of your hardware from your PC, updating it again while they're unplugged in, then restarting the sim. Okay, I'll give that a try. Yeah, I messed with it for a while today, and I just got frustrated. I took my ball and went home. I'm like, yeah, this is dumb. Everything works. I was able to get everything to work finally, except for I couldn't. The roll axis wouldn't work. So Yeah, we were. Downwind Sim and I were visiting earlier today about that and just how many they sold and all that good stuff. I estimated that they probably sold that they will sell. Initially, I estimated about 10,000 copies, but I don't. After we talked a little bit, I do think that maybe is a little too much. But anyway, I hope they do well. I like the fact that high quality add-ons are coming out, and I liked how they rolled it out. Yeah, Rob's also thinking that's too much. Yeah, you guys are probably right. You're probably right. Probably right. All right, where am I here? Got the clearance. Oh, I need to go down and set my squat code, which was sent to me in the PDC. Beacon. 25, 23. Okay. Oh, we'll squawk Charlie so that the ATC guys know. Uh, I'm up here working, and I'm always a little nervous when I file something for like more than an hour, before I get rolling. It just, like I say, it makes me a little nervous that I'm gonna lose a controller, or I'm gonna, yeah, this will be void or something like that. I don't know how long they're good for normally in the VATSIM world, but all right, delivery we already talked to. Ground is next. Ground point niner. Pentagon is reporting that it is very, very good so far early on. Well, that's good to hear, man. I mean, I would expect nothing less. I mean, really, say what you want about Puerto Rico and all that good stuff, but
November 173 Kilo
I'm happy that it's working. Tower will be next. Tower's 2535.
Alright, November 173 Kilo Sierra, taxi runway 22 via hotel.
Alright, that's ready.
Zebra, hold short, runway 13 right.
Oh, Zebra. Did I just hear that right?
Alright, taxi to 22
My cold
via
medicine's
hotel
kicking in.
Zulu, hold short, runway 22.
Alright, altimeter, transponder.
Yeah, Zulu, you're exactly right. Lord knows why I said zebra, but yes.
I'm going to say Zebra. Okay, we're going to turn the avionics now, the left and right off, so we can get the engine started. I got to get the bleeds, the high pressure bleeds up there on. I'll reset and on and yeah, I think we're ready. Let me get the pushback guy. Also, this is kind of an interesting startup.
Ground to cockpit, show me where you want to go.
So we come out here and then they pull us forward. Yep, that looks good.
Ground to cockpit,
so
driving up.
The part of the challenge of this is that we have, oh, it doesn't really show it, but oh yeah, there it is. So the air cart, or the ground power unit's over here on number 2. So you have to get number 1 started first, and then you unhook the GPU, then you push back and you start number 1. So, hey, Teleport 8, hello, and welcome, sir, or madam, I don't know. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you. Good to see you. Downwind Sim and I were discussing profit margin. Yeah, from the little bit that Downwind Scene has seen, it's certainly next level. Yeah. Yeah. It does look really wonderful, honestly. And I'm not even like a Challenger. I like my biz jets, but I'm like, the Challenger is not even one that has ever been on my radar, But holy moly, looking at what they've done, it's like, yeah, it was Sabosaurus. That's right. 0.34 Tim, how are you, man? Good to see you. All right, so let's see if we can get this thing going, and I'm going to see if Track IR will help me with this process just a little bit. This is quite a start sequence, as you guys know. Oh, now have I? Okay, I'm good there. Sorry. So I'm going to. This may not be so good because of the click spot issue. Those come off. So we're going to start number 1 first. Make sure that everything down here is off. Yes, it is. Okay. I'm going to try it with number 1, and then we'll see how this goes. Okay, that's going. I'm looking for 20%. Oh, the hard part's reaching. That's to start. Back up here. Click that to on. Did it light? Oh, yeah. That wasn't too bad. I think that did help me out a little bit. Temp's looking good. Torque's coming up. Engine RPMs are coming up. Oil temp pressures are coming up. Fuel flow is good. There we go. We've kicked back in here as far as power goes. We'll get the generator connected here. Give it a second, and it will not, this light will not extinguish until, actually this one I do need to kind of go back to my regular view here. That light will not extinguish until seconds have passed by. So let's see. Yep. Okay. Yep. I'm making power, so I can go ahead and disconnect the external power. We can come over here, get rid of the GPU, and now it's yeah, there we go. Now it is extinguished. So, and we can also get pushing back and get our other engine started here. We'll get back away from the buildings just a little bit. I wish I liked the interior of such a modern plane. Talking about this one, Teleport 8. Yeah, this is probably the only thing about this plane that's maybe a little bit lacking is that the textures are kind of X-Plane 10-ish. Oh, the Challenger? Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, like I said, it looks well done. So I think this plane is still great. Yeah, I'm with you, man. The leading edge guys made a believer out of me for sure. This is a weird push, you guys. This is the pushback guy doesn't like where I'm at, and so it doesn't always get me right. It should push me back kind of to the tail to the right and then pull me forward onto that taxi line, but it, like I said, it kind of struggles with the geometry of this push at this part of the airport. But I keep coming back here because like literally every time I push back it's a different ride. Okay, let's see if we can get number 2 started. Okay, here I'm going to close that so I don't accidentally turn it off. Okay, and this may be too much to ask as we're moving. Good for 20 there, and the engine RPMs, got it. Okay, we're on there. Come back up here, got to turn this guy on, and she's starting. Awesome. Temps coming up, torque. Oil looks good, fuel flow looks good. Sweet. I think we have ourselves a couple of engines. Hey, we're up. We actually, here I am bad mouthing the pushback guy, and he's putting us right where we want to go. Hey, Iowa Scotsman. Hello, Manad. The weirdness is also what attracted me to it. Yeah.
Operation complete. Set the parking brake.
You could easily be talking about this plane or the Challenger, I think, Brett.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
All right, we need to reset this gen as well. So it takes just a second for the connection to take. There we go. And let's just make sure that we're left gen looks good. Okay, see you later. Emergency power is there. Essentials. And the right gen's good. Awesome. All right, avionics can come back on. And we'll probably have some dome light here. All right, all my interior lighting is on. Beacon is, yep, we're good, good, good.
TOW is disconnected. Bypass pin's been removed. Hand signal on the right. She's all yours, Captain.
Sweet. Let's close this guard here. I did manage to completely shut the power off in one of my test flights earlier when I was configuring. I had a button that I didn't know it was not assigned to anything, but when I pushed it, it like literally all power left the aircraft. And so I did an emergency landing. It was at least nice enough to fling the gear out for me. Teleport, I wish there was a great Learjet. Yeah, like Learjet, like that's kind of what I'm talking about. Or one of those new Citation X's or a Gulfstream. I mean, when you think biz jets, man, that's what you think of, right? You don't think Challenger. I mean, nothing against the Challenger. It's just not like in my at the tip of my tongue as far as biz jets go. But it is now, that's for sure. All right, back to flight to plan. Oh, I got to do okay there. Flight plan, everything's still in. It is. Okay, awesome. Awesome sauce. We'll fly runway heading here, so I think I have the bug set. Yes, I did. Torque Sim is working on a Citation 525. Not sure what set of avionics they're putting in it. There's going to be a Citation X in X-Plane 12 default. Oh, cool. Those will be good. All right, do I have my taxi chart pulled up? I think I do. Oh, now it disconnected me from the sim. That's never good. It's never good. Just have to kind of go around the horn here. And Hobby Ground, good evening. Delta 816, ready to taxi runway 22. He knows the runway. I don't know why I said that.
And Delta 816, Hobby Ground, hello. Taxi to runway 22 via Yankee.
22 via Yankee, Delta 816. All right, so that's just a left-hand turn and kind of work our way around the buildings. All right, before taxi, my trims are, I better double check my trims here. That looks good, yaw. Awesome, and roll trims are centered, cool. Looks to be good, right there. It's kind of cool to have roll trim and yaw trim for the first time. Okay, let's do it. Bring the condition levers up to max. Through that little beta spike there. And good, and add a little power, and we're on our way. And we're in good shape. 10 minutes to 10 minutes to go before departure time, scheduled departure time. So we're doing good. We're doing good. Somebody just checked in here. It's A330 underscore 1001. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Prop Culture. That was my grandson welcoming you, by the way. My name is Brant. This is the Melvin Leroy channel. Everybody meet A330. A330, this is everybody.
Houston, Hobby Ground, Delta 16, ready to taxi.
All right, we got a little traffic out here to keep track of here, and
He said they're going through controller change, just hold on a second.
we're gonna Yankees the close one here, so we'll take this left. And you are welcome. Yes, sir.
Houston, Hobby Ground, Delta 1684, ready to taxi.
It's a good gang. We hang out with their A330.
I couldn't listen. It's too low volume here.
He said they're going through a controller change and that we should hang on for a minute.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. I didn't hear. I'll wait a little bit. Thank you.
That's the guy right there, I think, off our 11 o'clock. Kenny, you probably could have cleared him.
Yeah, it wouldn't necessarily have been right, though.
Have a safe flight, my friend. So I'm going to swing wide. Sweet chariot. Get around this guy here and head on up. All right, let's. This is a 7,600 foot runway. It'll be a full power flaps 5 departure. Our rotation speed is 110. Apparently, we're going to taxi it at V1 here for some reason, but if we've got no airspeed by the time we hit the crosswind runways, we'll go rejected takeoff and we'll hang a right.
25, actually, correction. Good evening, everybody. Houston ground is now open time 5:35 p.m. Central Standard Time. Delta 3525. Person start is approved.
This guy's microphone is horrible. Eesh. Yikes. Yowza. If we hit 110 and we have engine problems on departure, we're going to attempt to get ourselves up to 1,000 feet, turn around, come back, probably land on 3-1 left. And if we have anything that happens after that, we'll just troubleshoot in the air and divert to one of the mini airstrips in the vicinity. Holy, I can't even understand him.
Charlie Mike 1653, runway 22, taxi via KHOU. Delta 816, contact.
Over to tower, Delta 816. Click that just a little too fast. All right, I need to take a look and see who is. So there is no departure. Oh, what is departure?
Hey, my game straight up froze, so I might. One second.
2005. Stop right here. 2005. That'll be departure frequency. And let's see, go through or taxi. We've got all the trims set. Flaps are set. The oh, my mistake, it's flaps 15 departure. So we're gonna go one more down here. Steering's on. CTOT needs to come on here. That's gonna be right there. We'll set this for 108. Turn those back off. Weather can come on. Transponder needs to come all the way on to ALT mode. Taxi lights are already on. External lights now can come on as well. And tower Delta 816 short of runway 22, ready for departure. Oh, I hadn't turned taxi lights on. I thought I had. Huh. Okay. I wonder if they just did a shift change with him as well. Houston Tower. I'm on the wrong frequency. Houston Tower.
Can you confirm what airport you're at?
Yeah, my apologies. I think I just dialed in the wrong tower frequency. My apologies.
No worries.
Yep, I did.
10 Kilo Delta 494 midfield downwind.
All right, we'll keep that in there because that's departure, and then we'll go. Houston Tower is actually 1870. Okay. All right. And Hobby Tower, Delta 816 shorter 22, ready for departure.
Delta 816 Hobby Tower, hello. Turn left heading 130, runway 22, clear for takeoff.
Left turn 130 and clear for takeoff, runway 22, Delta 816. All right, 130. Let's spin that around. Go. The top altitude of this, check real quick. I think it's, oh, I know, 5,000 is what we were cleared for, so I wasn't quite as ready as I said I was. Take me a moment though. Get this set. All right. Challenger waiting on me. He's like, come on, dude. What are you doing? I got this fancy new plane. I'm ready to fly. Final is clear. Runway is clear. Challenger, I'm assuming, is over there looking schmexy.
Tower, Delta 1684 on the hold position of runway 22.
Person needs to come on. Pedo Heat can come on. Here we go.
Delta 1684, Hobby Tower, hello.
Auto Corson's armed. CTOTs are armed.
TACOM 1653, Hobby Tower.
Airspeed's alive.
Go ahead, Delta 1653.
TACOM 1653, Hobby Tower.
Ooh, it's windy here.
22 left away.
Line up wait 22, Delta 1653.
100 knots. E1 and rotate. Positive right. Gear up.
TACOM 1653, turn
Got left hand turn.
Runway 22, clear for takeoff.
Left turn 340 degrees, runway 22, clear to Delta 1653.
Flaps 5.
Delta 816, contact departure, bye.
Over to departure, Delta 816.
Houston approach Southwest 6156, 24,000, descending by Wapple 6, information Oscar.
Southwest 6156, Houston approach, expect the eye left runway 13 approach.
I did actually get a left-hand turn. That's kind of cool, wasn't it?
Approach American 103 with.
All right, got the. Let's see. Go ahead and go 160 on the initial climb out here.
American 103, Houston approach, we're on board.
And I'm getting into some muckety muck here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my
Bush information, Foxtrot's current.
turn on my engine or my de-icing stuff here. Yeah, departure. Hello, Delta 816, 3,000 climbing 5,000.
Step by one, last call.
All right.
American 103, turn left, heading 210, descend and maintain 10,000.
Fixie's got all the sound commands. There you go, you guys. A lot of them are just free. If you just pop in there, you're welcome to use those. A couple of them
That's a left heading
require you to be a sub.
descend and maintain
Oh, let me give you
10,000.
this on the way by here.
Sorry, I missed the heading.
Kind of a stormy. Yow.
American 103, heading is 210.
Should be able to get up above most of it though, so be all right.
210 and down to
icing is a real thing on this plane, and it does show it.
Calling, I think it was a Delta. You can go ahead.
Delta 816 leveling off at 5,000.
Delta 816, Houston approach. You should be with 132.25.
3225. Thanks for the help. See you. 3225. That's not what was given. 3225. All right, there we go. Yeah, departure. Good evening, Delta 816 at 5,000. 0.34 tosses the prime sub. Direct El Loco and 16,000, Delta 816. Appreciate that. 0.34. All right, I got to do a little something here, guys. This is not going to be pretty.
Stockholm 1653, Houston departure, radar contact. You can proceed direct, rank, climb, maintain 16,000.
I think we caught it in time, though. Okay, I got to get turning here, guys. So 16,000, and I got to get myself heading to El Loco. Flight plan. El Loco. Direct. Enter. And then nav. There we go. Making that turn. And we're ready to go. Anyway, 0.34, thanks, my friend. 3 months with the prime ascription. That's more like it's Saab Dragons all around. High quality H2O right there. Just what the doctor ordered. Sabosaurus. Oh yeah, that's right. The Sabosaurus. Didn't we have some kind of a some sort of a wicked name for this Sabosaurus? Like Maximus Prime or something. Slant Alpha, maybe it's you and Slant Alpha that were talking about that. Hey, virtual GAA, Frank is here. One day I'll learn to fly Part 121 aircraft. Good to see you, virtual General Aviation Aviator. Did I get that frequency one more time, Delta 816?
It's at 134.42, 3442.
3442, have a great night. See you. 3442. Since I've already missed a couple of these, like I'm 0 for 2, I thought I better confirm. 3442, there we go. And who am I talking to? I'm talking to Center. Center, hello, Delta 816, 9.5, climb at 16,000.
Delta 816, Houston Center, hello, climb maintain flight level 210.
210, Delta 816.
Ready to verify flight level 210 is your final?
Affirm.
Okay.
Yep, we don't, I think this thing only goes to about 2.4, or, yeah, so. All right, now I got to do some work here, you guys. So we've got
Southwest 2717, descended by the Waffle 6 arrival.
You're going to turn down the CTOT here. We're going to try to maintain 95 on the torque as we do this. Just dialing it back a little at a time. Sometimes it stays right about there, and sometimes it falls off. Like right there, it's falling off, so I'll just add a little bit of throttle. Just to try to keep it in the neighborhood. And that's going to be our power setting, so we'll take the CTOTs off and lock that guy in. I need to bring the props back to 1300 here. About right there, looks good. Lock that guy in. I'll put the prop sync on. What else do I need to do? I think I need to turn the auto coursing off. Ice protection, I'm going to leave it on. Let's check the cabin pressurization. Let's make sure we're not going through the roof there. 4.1, 4.2, that's good. I think 7.5 is the max you're allowed. And we are through 10,000, so I should turn some lights off. And yeah. All I remember is asking if it had a name and saying I was going to call it Sabosaurus regardless. Okay. Slant always talks about how turboprops are confused and they scare him. Oh, they're how they're. Oh man, these. You're missing out if you're not attempting to poorly fly a turboprop like I do. Exterior sounds on this plane are lacking. Up close sounds don't sound too bad, but I don't think in real life this one sounds like. I mean these are big old fat blades, man. It really kicks up some chop, some noise. The yep, that X Aviation Challenger, it's the thing right now, isn't it? Virtual GAA. It is. It's in the hands of a few of our chat members. Fixie has it. Pentagon has it. I know. There's a few that are having some fun with it. I'm gonna hold off just a smidge because first of all, my my hangar's about as full as my brain will allow it to be right now. But also I'm just slightly low on the bank account right now. So you think Rob has it too? Yeah, that's right. No, he faked us out. He's got that old Challenger 300. Rob Valkyrie, can you confirm or deny that you have the new 650?
Houston Center, Delta 1684 at 13,000 climbing to 1,000.
He might. He might.
Delta 1684, Houston Center, hello, climb maintain flight level 370.
Climb maintain flight level 370, Delta 1684.
Alright, who else called?
Alright. So.
Steady 50, thanks for Bravo, runway 20, taxi via Golf, taxi via Sierra.
He's got the 302, but he was talking about. Oh, I see. Yeah, you never can be too sure with that Robert Marcinic guys. He's a crafty dog. Potriaki, would you try the new Challenger 650? At some point in time, I'm more than likely gonna end up with it. Yeah, Portriaki. First of all, Portriaki or Portraki. I'm not saying that right, and I apologize, but I want to welcome you to the chat. Virtual GA, Frank, it's 100% worth the price. I mean, Downwind Sim and I were doing the math, and so he's charging $115 for it. So how many hours of work is that over 3 years? Is he making $5 an hour working on that plane? Less than that? I mean, let's be honest. It's these guys make these aircraft, and they're not making it because they're becoming millionaires. They're making it because they love aviation. They have a great idea, and they want to share it with us. And they want a little bit. I mean, come on, they can't do this stuff for free, right? It costs time. They have to purchase things to make the planes, and they want to make a little something off of it. But 300,000 lines of code, holy moly! So yeah, I mean it's over. Oh man, yeah. Well, it is in my opinion a fairly priced aircraft, and I'm quite surprised that more of them aren't priced at that $100 range. So, but maybe it's going to become that way because the more advanced the the aircraft come, the more detailed they are, the longer it's going to take to produce them, and more they're going to charge. And I guess the market will bear it out, right? I mean, if nobody buys it, then I guess people will know. Don't charge $115. Complete freedom. Hello, sir. Just about out of water here. I mean, ale. Runs outside the main thread. Autocorrect is killing you tonight. Oh. Everything runs outside the main thread except everything runs. I have no idea what you're trying to say there, Fixie. Everything runs outside of the main thread except the flight model. Thank you, Complete Freedom. Yeah, you know, I felt like, I mean, what guy doesn't need an ale horn, right? Processing thread. Gotcha. Downwind sim. That's insider tech talk. Gotcha. Got to think that $100 price break was the big one as far as where people draw the line. Yeah. But PMDG, I think they've kind of discovered that maybe that's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, some of their aircraft, I don't remember what they're priced, or I don't know what their price is exactly off the top of my head, but I remember they were well over $100, I think. It's written natively in C, so it's multi-threaded. Gotcha. 3 years is a long time to stay focused. Yeah, shoot. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth, Ralphie? All right, well, so this is an official Bravo Tour event, by the way, and happy episode 3 of the Bravo Tour. For those of you that haven't been here, we do this thing where we take an idea that Downwind Sim has, and we steal it, and we turn it into a series. And now his idea was to fly to all the Class Bravo airports in the United States, and I thought that sounded like fun, so we started a couple of months ago. We flew out of Denver, and pitching up. Why are we pitching up wildly like this? Our climb speed bumped down to 155 for some reason. Interesting. Anyway, we flew from Denver down to Nellis Air Force Base, which is down there by Las Vegas. Then we flew from Nellis up to Minneapolis-St. Paul. And then we flew from Minneapolis-St. Paul down to Houston Hobby, and that's where we are heading today, Houston to Orlando. And part of what we do in this tour is we let the wheel of names decide where we're going next, which we'll do that here in just a little bit. But then we end up voting on the aircraft that will take us there. So this one had sort of a regional jet feel to it, or a regional plane feel to it. So I tossed out the Saab. I tossed out the Q400 and the BAE 146, and it ended up being a tie between the Saab and the BAE 146. And I broke the tie somewhat controversially. I broke the tie by saying that the Saab got the first vote, so it was the winner. Well, that didn't go over very well, and rightly so. So we went and we flipped a coin, and lo and behold, the Saab won anyway. So anyway, that's why we're in the Saab, and we'll fly the other planes. I'm sure we have many routes to fly. So hopefully the BAE will have its chance. But dang, I thought you were going to try to do that this year, to fly to all the Bravos. Yeah, cool. There's a lot, man. I mean, over 30 of them. So
Houston, good evening.
it takes some work. Good fixings. I get ideas and think, nah, that'll take too long, and then you give up before you start. Yeah, taking 3 years is a pretty big feat. The Saab 340.
Offline radar service terminated. Changed advisories approved.
This is the leading edge Saab 340, Frank. This is not a freeware one. I don't know that. Is there a freeware Saab? I know Coronado makes one and Leading Edge makes one, but anyway, that's what this is. The Saab also has its own animated emote too.
Okay, then yeah, you will be, but you need to call the other guy.
I need a Saab animated emote. All right, back to business here. I need to. Got the ignition lights on. Why do I have ignition lights on? I think I can.
The airspace is 800 miles wide. I need you to say more than north of the airspace. North of which part of the airspace? Which fix are you inbound to?
Inbound to Neil, 366 Foxtrot.
Hopefully you'll be able to. You'll be available the night I go to see CVG. I will coordinate with you, Good Fixins, for sure. The fire-breathing dragon is what I meant. Just helping me rationalize. I got you. The Sabosaurus. Dude, I'm telling you, man. My brain is not working tonight. I am coming down with something, you guys. I am not feeling myself. So anyway, now that we're at top of cruise, I think I'm gonna pull up the. Let's pull up Volanta first, and then we'll pull up the Wheel of Names, and we're gonna figure out where we're flying to next. I'm really excited about this ATC all the way in. I'm hoping it's all the way there. Be so cool if it is. We didn't start at the Police Helicopter Patrol Airport, by the way. We started at Houston Hobby, and we're going to Mickey Mouse Funhouse. We might as well use the VATSIM flight plan. There we go. That'll be good. But yeah, oh, Cal, sorry. I was going to see who else is in the neighborhood. Anybody else up and flying that I know? I know Defective Crayon is flying. Yep. Downwind Sim is down there. Bimini, getting his sunshine, getting his vitamin D. I asked because Google. Oh, you returned a link on the. Yeah, this is so the leading edge Saab is the one I have, but this is most definitely not a freeware. Although it does look like they have a demo there that you might be able to mess around with. At least the one I have is not a demo. So 0.34 is firing up at Austin. Awesome. You're on an 11-day flight streak there, Tim. Nice, my friend. Nice. Keep that up. Look at Casual down here. 39 days of flights in a row. That's awesome. All right. Enough messing around. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the moment you've all been waiting for. The Wheel of Names. Which Bravo airport will we be flying to next? So these are all the ones we have left. We've taken out the ones we've flown to, and we're going to decide where we go after we make it to Orlando. Obviously, that's not tonight because it may involve an airplane, flying an airplane that I have not flown in a while, so I have to have a little practice. Plus, you've got to vote on the aircraft. So I'm going to spin it. We're going to get our airport, and then I'll decide on the 3 choices of aircraft, and I'll set up a straw poll, and you guys can put your initial votes in tonight. All right, here we go. Clicking it. Round she goes. And where will... Oh, boy. Holy moly. We were just about to go to Hawaii. We know that one's out there now. Everyone's rooting for that. But Orlando to Hawaii, I I want LA to Hawaii or something. Yeah, whatever. KADW.
That's 452, Mike Victor is on the ground.
That will be where we go to next.
Kilo Charlie Lima.
Dixie was hoping for CVG. Yep. It would have been a. It'd have been a fun one. It would have been a fun one. All right. ADW. Let me catch up on my notes here.
120.05. It's Houston approach over there.
KADW. Get this.
452 Mike Victor. It's Houston approach 120.05.
Flight plans. Special trips. Bravo tour. There it is. Bravo tour. And all right.
Whoever's calling me there, you're really quiet.
Southwest 1850.
Southwest 1850. Descend via the Bay 4 arrival.
Bay 4-1.
All right.
Good evening, Eastern Center. Choice at Delta New Orleans. Request airport and approach to Hobby Airport S5 with information, sir.
So this is Andrews Air Force Base, by the way, and I think we have, as I'm looking, it looks like we have a little bit of a remake here. Oh, someone has started a remake. Okay. All right. So Andrews, that's out there by Washington. Cool. So we'll be heading kind of more up the East Coast here. And all right. So choice of aircraft. Then I think we're gonna do. Okay, I think we're gonna do.
Southwest 3050, ready to taxi.
Southwest 3050, runway 20, taxi via Sierra.
I think we're gonna do this.
20 by Sierra, Southwest 3050.
Houston Center, hello, lovely. November 7 Charlie Mike on the ground at New Orleans, clearance to Houston Hobby.
Houston Center, shuttle 6250 at 10,000, climbing 1.
I think that sounded like Conti.
Shuttle 6250, Houston Center, hello, climb maintain flight level 350.
Shuttle 6250, climb 350.
Longitude, Challenger 7 Charlie Mike, Houston Center, hello, cleared at the Houston Hobby Airport as filed. Maintain 4000. Expect flight level 380 in 10 minutes, squawk 2402.
Challenger 7 Charlie Mike, cleared as filed. Maintain 4,380 in 10 minutes, squawk 2402. Hello.
7 Charlie Mike, route back correct, hello.
Conti.
Southwest 350, ready to go.
All right.
350 flight, correction, Southwest 3050, fly runway heading runway 20, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 20, clear for takeoff, Southwest 3050.
Okay, we've got some good choices here for this one. Here we're kind of back. Honestly, we're a little bit back to our first choice with the Janet livery, kind of those military themed aircraft here, folks. I almost have it ready. Then we can start voting.
Center, flex jet 533, flight level 430.
That'll be all right. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that. This will be fun. This will be a fun choice.
Flight level 430.
Flexjet 533, Houston Center, thank you, squawk 2015.
2015, Flexjet 533.
All right. Create the poll. Share the poll. All right, here you go. You guys have a chance to be the first ones to vote. Hey, Sync Rate's here. Cool. How are you? Sync Rate?
Houston Airlow Challenger 447 Delta Juliet 390.
Good to see you. So there's the straw poll. No prizes associated with tonight's or this week's or this episode's voting, whatever you want to call it. But you can have your vote. Be the first ones in there. And we'll check in on the pole here toward the conclusion of the event.
2 Charlie Romeo is with you, flight level 390.
2 Charlie Romeo, Houston Center, hello, squawk 2516.
2516, Challenger 2 Charlie Romeo.
Southwest 3050, 2.5 for 4,000.
Southwest 3050, radar contact, clear direct, KC, climb maintain, flight level 360.
KC up to 360 on Southwest 3050.
447 Delta G, just verify your level 390.
Alright. I got all that taken care of, all that little, paperwork taken care of. And doing a little night work. Well, this will be a good way to pass the time, hopefully. I hope, anyway.
Verify your level 390.
Alright, well, you know what this view means. This view means that I need to take a little break out of the cockpit. And, yeah, I got time here. Do some liquid recycling.
2 Charlie Romeo, same for you. You're indicating about
Give me just 2 minutes here.
3,800 feet above what you should be doing. You need to check in the Challenger settings, turn off the realistic altimeter modeling.
Okay, we'll change that. 2 Charlie Romeo, thanks.
Thank you.
Delta 816, can we step away from the cockpit for about 3 minutes?
That's approved.
Good evening, Houston Center, Southwest 181, crossing through flight level 12,000, direct rink.
Southwest 181, Houston Center, hello, climb maintain, flight level 350.
Climb maintain, flight level 350, Southwest 181.
November 7 Whiskey Yankee, leaving my airspace to the north, Fort West, offline, radar service terminated, changed advisories approved.
Heard over Unicom, have a good night, 7 Whiskey Yankee.
Region 674, did you check in?
Houston Center, good evening, Southwest 288, checking your flight level 390, we're about 180 miles west of the San Antonio VOR.
Sorry, you're 180 miles west of which VOR?
San Antonio.
Southwest 5288, roger, you called the wrong person, you need 127.02.
Have that over to 127 or 127.02 Center, Southwest 3050. Any chance we can step away 5 minutes?
Southwest 3050 approved.
Good evening, Southwest 33, with you coming from the north, flight level 330, waiting distance clear.
Southwest 33, I think that was calling, you've called the wrong person, 127.02.
12702, apologies, Southwest 33.
533. I've got a deviation for you due to weather. Advise when you're ready.
Center, Challenger 7 Delta Juliet, we're at level 390 now.
Challenger 7 Delta Juliet, that's checked, thank you. Cross ordered at 1000, speed 25. In fact, 447 Delta Juliet, I've got to change to the route when you're ready.
7 Delta Juliet, ready, copy.
447 Delta Juliet, it's clear to the Houston George Bush Airport. No, sorry, clear to the New Orleans Louis Armstrong Airport via present position, ordered, one arrival.
Present position, all that, one arrival. 7 Delta Juliet, you want to say all that right now, correct?
447 Delta Juliet, yeah, direct to ordered now, thanks, and cross ordered at 1000, speed 250 knots.
Alright, all that 250 knots, Challenger 7 Delta Juliet.
And November 2 Charlie Romeo, change to the route when you're ready.
Yep, ready to copy to Charlie Romeo.
November 2 Charlie Romeo, clear to the clear to the New Orleans Louis Armstrong Airport via present position, direct to ordered, one arrival, maintain flight level 390.
Alright, well, we're cleared to New Orleans via the Audad 1 arrival. We'll cross Audad at 250 knots, driving to Charlie Romeo.
Right, negative, not for you. Keep it at 390, I'll get you lower when I can.
Alright, roger that, to Charlie Romeo.
Southwest 1850, contact Houston, approach 120.05.
2005, Southwest 1850, yep.
Hey, Jacob Pilot 19 KLM, hello, welcome. Sorry I was away there. I had to get some more tea and check back in here with ATC. Delta 816, we're back.
Delta 816, thanks, welcome back.
All right, so what happened while I was away here? Oh yeah, we've got the straw poll up. We decided the Wheel of Names has spoken. We will be going to Andrews Air Force Base for our next leg of the Bravo tour. That's skull-worthy, I think. I feel like I'm a little off, like, that's a little better. That's a little better. It was a little too far off to the side. Hey, how you doing? Alright, probably a good time to do some checks on my... You know, I'm not making very good torque here, my friends. Let's do some adjusting here. Friction lock can come off. I'm going to take the other... Take this friction lock off as well.
Alright, go ahead for 533.
Flagship 533 is cleared to the Houston Hobby International Airport via present position direct Lake Charles.
I don't know. I might be... Actually, I'm about maxed out, to be totally honest with you. So, man, that might be about all I get. I can nudge my prop up to about 1330 here in cruise, but yeah, I'm just... Tell you what, I'm maxed out as far as what I can get RPM wise. I'm still researching this as to whether or not this is okay or not. I do know that some things I've read have said that this plane can fly over the red line in RPMs without any engine damage, but the sim pilot and me worries that this is bad and we're going to blow the engines up over the water. So anyway, I don't have an answer for that. I do know that the CTOT, that's specifically what it does, is it allows you to create more than 100% power. Food air, I'll turn all this off here. Prop heat can come off as well.
McLaren 11
everything. I'll leave the windshield heat on in the pitot. That'll give us maybe a little more power as well.
You shouldn't be descending. Climb and maintain flight level 300.
Climbing flight level 3.
But anyway, we're going to Andrews Air Force Base, and I put the straw poll up that will allow you to vote on the aircraft that I fly. I just thought I heard something chirping like the autopilot turning off, but it's not my plane.
I'm in 330, Delta 51.
WestJet 580, clearance available when you're ready.
580, go.
I can now put that here back up in the... Yeah.
10 minutes, squawk 2473.
402473 for WestJet 580.
There we go. So that'll also come around. It'll cycle around here for you guys to vote. Any early voting going on? I don't know. Let's see. I haven't heard a lot of politicking, which we get sometimes. Oh, early on, it's a three-way tie. The 737, the Janet livery, the Anybuilds A310, the Air Force livery, which we flew that on the very first episode. That was a fun plane. And then the 757, there's that Air Force 2 livery that we could take. So right now it's currently tied 33%. Everyone has. So let's see, KHOU pilot. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. I'm assuming that you could perhaps be from kind of the Netherlands area, Scandinavia, kind of Denmark, kind of over in that area there, if you're a KLM fan. But again, welcome. Great to have you. My name is Brant, and this is what we do. Oh my goodness.
There's a massive cell sat over the Waffle 6 that we can't take anyone on at the moment, so I'm going to have to route you south of the airport. Let me know when you're ready to...
Mother of all reroutes.
Ready to copy the reroute for Southwest 4877.
Southwest 4877, clear to the Houston Hobby Airport via after Sawmill.
I guess maybe the big news for the stream schedule, I was about to tell Jacob that we normally go on Tuesdays and Saturdays, but I am, for this month, since I've already done one Thursday stream, I'm going to go ahead and bring back the Thursday stream, add that to our rotation, so we'll be doing 3 a week. We'll see kind of how that goes. It's been a little while since I've done that, but life's a little different for me now. I don't have the junior first officer running around, so I might have a little time to be able to do that. I think it'll be, for the most part, a general aviation themed stream. You know, something that is an aircraft that's not horribly time consuming to get set up. And but we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out. For a little while, I went back and forth between like maybe making Tuesday an X-Plane day and Thursday a Microsoft Flight Sim day and Saturday just a whatever day. But I don't know that I want to limit myself to that. I think I want to fly just whatever. First of all, whatever I'm in the mood for, but also secondly, wherever we've got some ATC, and that a lot of times that'll determine the plane that I fly. But it's never a bad thing to have a little bit of extra GA related stream action, I think. So, anybody else in here have an alpha alpha flight yoke, honeycomb alpha yoke? SOPA. My question, if you do have one, is, all right, good fixins, is there a way to adjust the tension for when you are when you're working the pitch up, pitch down, or is that set? Is that what I'm feeling? Is that kind of what it's going to be? That's set. Okay. All right.
Major flight 460, it's on request, standby.
Okay. Follow-up question then. Do you have your curve set up so that like how do you have your curve set up? So the first little bit of it does most of the work, or do you really like to be able to depress it a long way to nose down and pull back a long way to nose up? I'm just trying to get kind of used to that. It obviously this has a completely different feel from the side tech. You have everything linear. Okay.
Readback correct, hold for release, advise number 1 ready for departure.
Alright, let me see if I can.
Okay, we'll hold for the release and expecting this outbound.
So you just go linear. I'm going to try that.
West 55, correction, WestJet 580, cross runway 29 at
The only thing you put curves in is for your HOTUS. Okay. So I'll go linear for that, and whoops. Linear for the pitch. Yep. So far I'm cautiously optimistic on the fact that I think it could it could potentially. I like this controller, man. I should just shut up and let you listen to him. He's hilarious. This one goes out to the controller. Make it a straight line too? Oh, okay.
Thank you. Delta 251, say airspeed.
Just kind of roughly like so? Is there a way to...
Okay, why are you at 195 knots?
Can I just get rid of that point? Just do it like that, you think? Hey!
Delta 251, turn left heading 360 vectors.
Flying with Mike is coming in here with the raid. Just remove that point. Yeah. He's the new ATM down there in ZHU, yeah. Flying with Mike. Welcome, my friend. I saw you were up there buzzing around doing some cargo hauling as I was getting my stream set up, and I didn't quite have a chance to get in there and say hey, but thanks for coming by, dude. Skull, happy Saturday. I hope you're having an awesome weekend. There's Mike's link to his Twitch channel, and a super informative guy, and just an awesome style about him. I mean, it's wonderful, wonderful dude to go spend some time with. There's Hawker, 125. What's going on, my dude? Good to see you. We're trucking along here at about 190. I don't know what I think our ground speed's not too bad, honestly. We've got a nice little, well, it's only about 30 knots now, but we're doing 287 over the ground, so that's pretty good for this plane. It's part of the Bravo tour, you guys, and so, oh, you did 7 hours of flying today. Holy moly. Dude, that's impressive. Anyway, I miss Mr. Miyagi.
Clear to the Houston Hobby via Alexandria, Lake Charles, Bay 4 arrival, maintain flight level 340.
Those cargo hops, man, they can kind of get you like that, right? They're pretty addicting. Or you know what, you've done 2 or 3 of those trips and it's 7 hours later. Hey, Tofaz, joining the gangs. Welcome, man. Good to have you along. My name is Brant. This is the Melvin Leroy channel. We do a mix of general aviation and vintage airliners. We've got a number of different series going on, but we do most of our damage on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Right about 6 p.m. Mountain Time, which I think is 1 o'clock Zulu. Left Yokota, Japan, and headed for Anchorage in the Sparky. Ah, very cool, dude. Very cool. That's a great way to spend a day. I wanna do one from kind of up on that east coast of Asia there and pop over to Anchorage. I do think that sounds like an awesome trip. I actually had this idea. I had ordered a Bravo throttle quadrant a little while ago and had a problem with it. Had to send it back, and they fixed it. Well, they didn't fix it. They sent me a new one, but it was cool to watch the flight tracking because it came from, like, it started in Beijing, China or something. It went to Anchorage, then it went to Memphis, then it went to, I don't even know, Casper, Wyoming or something like that. I'm like, that actually sounds kind of like a fun episode of Cargo Mel. I mean, you wouldn't do all that at once, but three different legs there. That'd be kind of fun. I love that Anchorage area. Oh, Slayer T. Slayer. Have I said hi to you yet? If I have, I'm going to say it again, man. Welcome. Good to see you. That would just be a different Bravo tour, yeah. They just sent you one from Hong Kong and it arrived Christmas Eve. Oh, heck yeah, man. It's nice. It's nice. And they support their stuff. Like, it was just a weird issue with one of my quadrants had like a little, I could hear it as I was moving. It had a little click, and you could see on the meter that it wasn't working right. So they just sent me a brand spanking new one. It was as soon as, I mean, I had to send mine back, obviously. As soon as they had it, a week later I had a new one. So your new one has a whole new interior. Oh, cool. Yeah, nice.
Down to 7,000 spots, discretion, 2 Charlie.
The thing that takes longest for me is I live in the middle of nowhere, so it takes me forever to get, it's an extra 2 days at least to get something out, and then to get it back. Just a long way from any air cargo area. So generally the last couple 100 miles is in a van. But yeah, I'm thinking that they must have had some issues, because they didn't really even question me about it. Either that, or they're doing such good business that they can afford to swap one out. Oh, we're just about over the New Orleans area here. So we'll pick up Jacksonville here pretty soon, and I think that Orlando is within the Jacksonville airspace. So, oh, here comes somebody we know. Oh, there's Defective Crayon. He's coming in. I know he's also streaming. He's in that FlyJSim 737-200. So he's streaming away. And we had a couple other friends up in the air or getting ready to get up in the air. I know .34 was getting ready to fly. Yep, he's down there at Austin, so he's in this mess. Crazy guy like us. Smitty's also down there. Nice, very nice. And down with Sim, he just spawns in down here at Bimini just because he's working on his aircraft, and that's an easy, quick load in airport.
WestJet 580, fly runway heading, runway 20, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff, 20, WestJet 580.
Southwest 269, did you call for taxi?
I did, sir. My transponder squared away.
Thank you very much. Runway 20, taxi via Sierra Cross.
Yeah, Slayer, I was a little worried when, like, I hadn't even had mine for a month and it broke, and I'm like, should I be worried? I mean, every part of it feels heavy and well built, you know. So like when that broke, I'm like, oh man, that's not good. But as soon as I dealt with the service department and just how fast they took care of it, I'm like, okay, this is a good outfit. So I was able to, I found a used Alpha throttle, or yoke, and just got that actually yesterday. Have spent the day setting that up. That's an interesting little piece of equipment. But I mean, a guy could really have. I'm looking at all the buttons.
No faster than Mach 7.2 for FlexJet 533.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 switches. Another 6, 7 buttons. 2 knobs. Flap lever. Gear lever. And a mag and starter switch. I mean, a guy could like have some fun setting up his home cockpit with this sucker. I've got, Slayer, I've got the completed rig so far. I guess the only question will be is if I add the rudder pedals at some point. That is, they are next on my equipment that should be replaced, but I think they have several years left on them yet. I actually had to replace those. I've got a pair of Cytec rudder pedals, which I really like. They're nice. But I wore my first pair out in about 3 years. So these are relatively new. I think they're only about 3 years old. So they'll last me for quite a while. I'm treating them a little nicer than I treated my first pair. My first pair, man, I would just mash on them. I was learning how to fly bush planes and tail draggers and just trying to slam them here and there, and it's like, yeah, Hawker, they are. It really changed the whole flight sim experience. Before I was doing the old, like controlling it with the yaw, so as you turn the wheels, handle like a car, which that works, but it really makes it hard on crosswind landings. It really makes it hard.
Fly heading 360 vectors for the approach for Lake Oakley Kilo.
Houston Center, United 7.
Always cool to see you two, Slayer. Gonna get to doing some stuff, popping in later on. Yeah, don't get in trouble. You're at work, right? Don't get in trouble, man. I'll be here probably for, I think I've got another 2 hours of this flight to go, so we'll be here, man. Have a good rest of your Saturday night. Oh, COVID ended that for you. You're still holding. Oh, yeah, all right. So you weren't the one watching. Somebody was watching from work. I'm gonna have to go. Oh, it was Sync Rate that was watching from work. That's right. Oh my goodness, downwind sim. Yum. Holy moly, that sounds good. I have no idea what I'm gonna have. I grabbed a little late afternoon snack and gotta kind of figure out what I want when I'm done with the flight. How am I doing? Everything here looks good. Everything here looks good. All this stuff looks good. If you don't look at these gauges right here, life is good. My diff pressure is up to 5.8. That's a little on the high side, but that should be.
Sharpen your pencils. I'll be with you in about 90 seconds.
Sharpen your pencils. I love it. Always the best in-flight meals. Yeah, here at Mel Air, nothing but the best. Pixie's smoking my first bacon tomorrow. Ooh, curing for a week. Oh my goodness gracious, that sounds awesome.
4877 descend via the Bay for arrival.
Before arrival, Southwest 4877.
Yum, 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 yum.
Expect the INAV Yankee
Yum, 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 yum.
Ray off at or above 4,000.
At about 4,000 at Ray and DR now.
How's my track IR doing? It's doing okay.
722, the INAV Yankee
I had the hardest time getting track IR configured to work with this plane, and I thought, oh boy, this may be the chink in the armor of the Saab, but just a little quick reboot, and it's working like a charm now. All right, Flying with Mike's out of here. He's got to have some dinner. I will enjoy Mickey World. Yep, you've been on for a long time, Mike, so thanks for stopping by, dude, and we'll see you soon.
Center Southwest 269. Ready to go at 20.
Southwest 269.
MJ Schmidt.
Hold short.
One of the good guys, for sure.
173 Kilo Sierra 10, left heading 180.
Left to 180 for 173 Kilo Sierra.
American 722, are you gonna make the descent there, or do you need some more room to get the height off?
Just noticing in my feed, did I say hello and welcome to Tofaz? You pushed the follow button? I think I did, but if I didn't, welcome.
Okay, so do you need vectors to lose the height, or are you okay?
I'm getting a cold, and so like my brain is working on about 50% CPU power right now. Ooh, that's nice backlighting.
Atlanta Center is for Delta 1684.
Delta 1684, affirmative to Atlanta 132.97.
132.97. Goodbye.
Yeah, Japan Air 323, you ready for the clearance?
Ready to go.
All right.
Japan Air 323 is cleared to Houston. Hobby
Don't
is
see any
final.
icing on the wings. This is where in this plane you'll see it on the leading edge of the wings here. And we're clean so far.
Alright, cleared to Hobby as filed KC Bay 4 and 4,000 initial, expecting 34010 minutes after, sticking with you, squawking 2441.
So it sounds like I need to, with the Q400, disconnect my controls and reinstall the update and then plug things back in. That's what Good Fixes was saying. The cruise speed, it's a blistering 191 knots. However, with a little bit of a tailwind, we are doing about 284 across the ground. It's not built for speed. I wouldn't say it's underpowered, but it's not a Q400. Yeah. It's the low and slow of turbojets. It is. I like how it's modeled. It is beat to crap. You know, it's old and it's meant to look old. It's got the wear marks there, and it's just all that stuff, the dirt stuff. It's just really well done. Leading edge guys have done a nice job with it. Probably the one criticism I have is the outside liveries look like they're like right from the factory. There should be some oil stains on these engines, right? I mean, come on. But actually, I have the same problem with a couple of my vintage aircraft. Although the Saab's not really a vintage aircraft. It's heading down that road. It's sort of getting phased out So it's a little bit like the 757 in that regard, or the BAE 146 is another example. They're just kind of getting phased out. So it's sort of pre-vintage. Yeah, it's got some great details. You know, there's another Saab in X-Plane that's made by KMCO, and it's actually quite good. But it doesn't have the, you know, shocker, spoiler alert, it doesn't have the system details that this does. But it looks nice, and it flies nice, it sounds nice. So if you're looking for something that's, you know, I guess I can't say it's a little cheaper, because I don't think it's much cheaper, but it's a little newer sim, and you don't mind them boys from Carinator. It's also not a bad add-on. But if you get this one, you won't be flying the Carinato. You won't be flying the Carinato much after that. Hey, Steve99, thank you so much. Welcome to Prop Culture. Appreciate you following along. Sure, I've had the conversation earlier, but saw that price of the 600. Yeah, yeah, we've talked a little bit about that. We've talked about the sticker shock, but I think the general consensus, at least around here, is that it's fairly priced. You know, it's not going to be something that everybody can go buy. The casual simmers maybe going to pass it by, but it's fairly priced for what appears to be an incredibly detailed, high-quality add-on. Yeah, and I'm kind of with you, Hawker. I think that it'll be something that ends up in my hangar, but I've got a few other things that I'm kind of enjoying right now, and I'm really loving having my A300 updated again, and that's been awesome. I'm liking the Q400, even though it's being ornery right now for me, but that's been great. And then, of course, it's always a blast to go back in, fly the bush planes, and all that stuff. So I'm in a pretty good spot, I think, with my collection, I guess. I think the thing that's maybe kind of at a spot where I'm in a little bit of a holding pattern for a highly complex, or at least a more complex airliner over in Microsoft Flight Sim. I've got the PMDG DC-6, which is a fantastic aircraft. I've got the CRJ from Aerosoft, which is also a great aircraft. But like, what I would really love to have in Microsoft Flight Sim is an L1011 or something like that. A slant whiskey, a right proper slant whiskey jet. I think that'd be amazing. Good Fixin says it's not for everyone. You'll say that beyond the price, there's a fair amount of tedium involved with the FBO stuff. Yeah, so do you see yourself, Brett, doing that career mode in that, or do you think that you'll end up kind of gravitating more towards just the hop in and, I mean, not that you can't hop in and just fly that plane, I get that, but do you see yourself using that career mode? Going vintage, yeah, Hawker. That's a huge theme here. But I don't see a lot of people that are working on too many of those vintage airliners for Microsoft Flight Sim. Hey, there is our friend Mork 417 and Mork. Hello. Skull. Happy Saturday. Great to see you. 17 dadgum months, my friend. That's really awesome. And thanks for the card, dude. Thanks for the card. I've installed a little something. It arrived last night. I installed a little something, and we've got it working on a couple different aircraft. It's going to be a lot of fun. So it's a good day. Don't get your persistence. Well, you don't get persistence if you're not in career mode. So you're going to try it. I gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. It's that kind of stuff. Like sometimes it feels like FSC a little bit, right? Like there's an element of that that's really cool, or the people that like the reality expansion pack stuff. I need to start listening. I'm about out of his airspace. But at the same time, yeah, I don't know. I'm that's the part of that aircraft I'm most curious about is how many people are going to end up staying in career mode and really utilizing that, because I think that's a huge part of what he did differently in this plane. Yeah, and that we'll just have to play that out. We'll see.
Southwest 269, thank you. Clear direct to KC, climb and maintain flight level 340 for now.
Direct to KC up to 340 Southwest 269.
Yeah, do I have a downwind sim view? Oh, I do have a downwind sim view. Oh, he's got the window shades down. What's with that? They really want you to use the career mode. Well, sure, I would too if I went to all that work to set it up, and I would want to also.
Alright, cleared to Houston Hobby is filed. Climb maintain 4000, expect 320, 10 minutes. Squawk 2517 for United 7 Heavy.
United 7 Heavy, read back correct. Commuter 4317, turn left, heading 240, vectors to sequence. I'm going to have a reroute for you in just a moment.
240, clear 4317.
November 7 Charlie Mike Hotel with Charlie ready taxi.
7 Charlie Mike. Okay, runway 20, taxi via Sierra.
20 via Sierra, 7 Charlie Mike.
China 323, if you get close to him, you're following the rich Australian off your left.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Houston.com 238 for level 400.
.com 238.
All right, guys. In other news, I gotta
Yes, 48, you ready for the route?
I gotta share this with you guys. I told you I would update you in the voting of the Bravo Tour. So far, the Flight Factor 757, the Air Force 2 livery, has taken the lead now. It's currently 2-1 to 1. Those of you that are just getting here, we are currently participating in episode 3 of a series called the Bravo Tour, where we're flying to all the different Bravo airports in the United States, and we're on our way from Houston Hobby to Orlando, and part of this tour is there's a randomly selected a randomly selected airport that we go to next. And so we're going from Orlando to Edwards Air Force Base. And so I pick out 3 airplanes that are good potential choices to fly between the airports, and you guys vote on those. So that's kind of what happens there. So yeah, if you Hawker just voted. Cool, man. Your vote counts. It does. So.
Flight level 380 inbound Alexandria VOL.
American 502, cross runway 29 taxi to the ramp.
American 502.
I forgot to set a closing time on this poll. I wonder if I can do that now. There we go. Set deadline. So when am I planning on my next Bravo tour? Potentially we could do it. There's a couple dates that are potential here.
Southwest 26, leave my airspace to the north, Fort Worth offline, radar service terminated, change to advisory briefed.
All right, I think we're going to do this for a deadline. We're going to go to next Saturday.
Saturday, United 1180 heavy on the ground at New Orleans. Taxiway Golf with Charlie ready for taxi.
So we've got a week to vote. That'll give me a week to practice. Because if we pick that flight factor 757, it's going to be, I've got to practice. It's been a minute since I've been in that bird.
Runway 20 via Sierra after the American.
20 via Sierra will follow the American United 1180 heavy.
Yeah, he's turning in ahead of you, so you can just crack on Sierra now. Runway 20 via Sierra.
Okay, we see him 20 via Sierra United 1180.
Oh, Hawker voted, and now the Air Force livery, the 757 is out to a commanding lead. Well, I should say commanding. Out to a big lead, baby. Al South MIA. One thing is for sure, the junior first officer loves Al South.
4954, contact Houston approach 120.05.
120.05, we'll see you. Have a nice day, Southwest 4954.
I hope your Saturdays went well, my friend. I hope you had a good week, buddy. Are we... We're getting close here. We're getting close.
512, can you take the Link 1 arrival?
Affirmative.
United 512, clear to the Houston George Bush Airport via radar vectors JPEG, then the Link 1 arrival.
JPEG, I love it.
Expect flight level 380 in 10 minutes, squawk 2420.
Okay, clear to Washington via radar vectors to JPEG and linked 1 arrival. Expect 4,000 initial climb, expect flight level 380 in 10 and squawk 2420, 2420 United 512.
United 512, read back correct.
This was your last week of vacation. I'm back to action on Monday.
Houston Center, Japan Air 323 heavy, holding short 20.
Japan Air 323.
That was me this past week, and let me tell you, it was rough. But I think if it's not a little bit tough, then you really didn't vacation correctly. Like my goal when I
4,000. Expect flight level 320 in 10 minutes.
I'm going to turn this guy down just a little bit here. My goal when I do a vacation is I want to mess up my sleep schedule. I want to totally get in horrible habits as far as that goes. Stay up late, sleep in late, all that. Take naps. The only thing that I try to keep doing on a vacation is I try to keep exercising and I try to keep eating decently. But everything else, like I want to be tired on Monday morning because I can sit back and think about all the good times on my vacation. Like that's why I'm tired. And it only takes about 2 days to get back into your regular sleep routine. So yeah, let's be honest. And I'm an old man, so I don't stay up that late, and I don't sleep in that late. But I like to think I do.
Commuter 4317, read back correct. JetBlue 55, I've got a new route for you when you're ready.
Go ahead.
JetBlue 55 is clear to the Houston George Bush Airport via after Alexandria.
All right, we're getting kind of dark, so I'm hoping that my night lighting is getting ready to kick in here. It's hard to tell. Everything is it's good. I don't think there's anything else up here that I need to turn on.
Clear direct to Lima Charlie Lima, then to Link, and then the Link 1 arrival, JetBlue 55.
JetBlue 55, just verify the middle fix. It's Alexandria direct Lake Charles Lima Charlie Hotel.
After Alexandria direct Lima Charlie Hotel, JetBlue 55.
Usually I don't sleep much, but for the past few days I've been taking some naps. Yeah.
Houston approach 10.05.
The older I get, the more well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I've always loved taking naps.
Southwest 4954, contact Houston approach 120.05.
Uh-oh, Southwest is missing his call.
Descend via descend via the Bay 4 arrival.
Send Bay 4, WestJet 5 in.
Southwest 3719, contact Houston approach 120.05.
12005, Southwest 3719.
Skywest 2874, clear direct to Rayop, cross Rayop at or above 4000, clear the RNAV Yankee runway 20 approach.
This guy's good.
Descend 4000 curve.
Dude is good.
4000 curve for the RNAV Yankee runway 20 settle approach. Skywest 2874.
Skywest 2874, correct. Southwest 4714, are you here?
4714, yes sir, flight level 380.
Southwest 4714, thanks. I've got a new route for you when you're ready.
Ready to copy, 4714.
Southwest 4714, clear to the Houston Hobby International Airport via present position, direct Lake Charles, that's Lima Charlie Hotel, then direct Bay, Bravo Alpha, Yankee, Yankee, Yankee for the Bay 4 arrival.
Okay, triple Yankees. Triple Y.
Houston, direct Lake Charles, then Bay for the Bay 4 arrival.
You know, if you were going to have a VOR named after you, what would it be?
Yankee Delta, Fort Worth offline.
Put your own personal VOR names in the chat below.
United 512, ready for taxi.
United 512, call you back. Southwest 5910, switch to advisory 122.8, Fort Worth closed, radar service terminated, we'll see ya.
Everything that I can think of has 5 letters. It's something.
Challenger 727 Juliet Sierra, flight level 360.
727 Juliet Sierra, Houston Center, hello. Who called for taxi at New Orleans?
United 512.
Okay, United 512, runway 20.
Think about that.
Hotel Sierra.
That'd be a pretty neat aviation-related honor to have a VOR named after you, though.
Sierra for runway 20 for United 7 Heavy.
Or an intersection. Guess they're all RNAV intersections now.
Japan Air 323 Heavy.
Thank you, direct KC now, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Check KC, climb maintain 340, Japan Air 323 Heavy.
Canada 7 Charlie Mike, fly runway heading runway 20, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 20, clear for takeoff, 7 Charlie Mike.
So that's definitely Conti, but he is not streaming. Still in that Challenger, though. I tell you what, he has enjoyed the heck out of that Challenger. Clear direct Melvin. There you go. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd like that because that'd be an honor to my grandpa. I think that'd be awesome.
Yankee, Bay 4 arrival.
Roger, cleared via Sierra Whiskey Bravo, Lima Charlie Hotel, Bay 4 arrival.
125 Sierra Hotel.
Ooh, it's getting kind of ominous out here.
Lake Charles.
Clear direct Lake Charles, JetBlue 55.
Set this kind of at the beginning of the stream in regards to the early release streamers and the approach that Hot Start took versus FlyJSim, and I've got to tip my hat to the Hot Start crew. Thank you for sharing that aircraft with streamers that are aviators, that know what the heck they're doing with your plane. And I got so much more out of watching Continuum and the Flight Deck to Sim, and those guys that are pilots that really put it through its paces. I missed out on Citation Max's stream, but that's exactly how you do. That's how you do a release. And then if you're going to have a week's worth of those streams, which they did, you have a date. This is the release date, because all of the hype builds toward that date. If you don't have that release date at the end, the hype peaks after about the first or second day of those pre-release streams, and then it goes down. So the way that Hot Start did it was the right way, in my opinion.
Runway heading 20, clear for takeoff, United 1180.
Now that said, I still bought the Q400, but I made them wait a full 2 weeks before they took my money. I should buy the Challenger immediately just to spite FlyJSim.
flight level 360, Big Bang.
Yeah, that's right. That'll show them. Take my ball and go home.
Houston Center, hello.
Hello.
And my guess is that Totorito probably got a ton of much more helpful feedback from somebody like Continuum and Citation Max than he did from the average Joe streamer that happens to have 500,000 followers because whatever, they're good looking like me, right? Carb Heat's here. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Prop Culture. Good to see you.
Clearland, runway 20, Skywest 2824.
My name is Brant. This is the Melvin Leroy channel. We like to fly things with lawnmower blades out in front of them. Sprinkle in a vintage aircraft from time to time and a business jet. We're talking about the Challenger. No, I don't have it yet. Yes, I probably will get it at some point. Yes, I think it's cool.
And Houston Center, good evening. Delta 1048, flight level 320.
Delta 1048, Houston Center, hello.
And rowboats. That's my current favorite add-on is the Hold My Beer Flying Canoe.
Where do you go?
Delta 1048 is, in fact, bear with me 2 minutes, I'll call you back with the route because it's a direct that I can't give you just yet. Stand by.
1040, copy.
See if I can find that. There we go.
WestJet 580, contact Houston approach 120.05.
If you don't have this already, you need it. This is from our friend Jeffrey Beckers of Gemma Studios. It's payware quality that he has opted to make available for free. It is unlike anything you have ever flown before. And
Sorry about that. Heading 290, climb and maintain flight level 230.
I think every aviation term has been made into a Twitch handle. Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
United 6015, did you check in?
United 6015. That's not me. But I am getting close to the edge of his airspace here. Getting close. I tell you what, flying back in here tonight, it could be interesting with the weather. Although maybe most of the stuff, maybe like flying into, flying back into like New Orleans or something might be a little trickier. See what Windy has to say. I haven't really checked on this for a while. Yeah, everything's kind of spilling up here to the north. So
United 6015 is climbing 14,000 to 160.
it's all going to be tricky. Boy, I tell you what, they're Arkansas. Yeah, this is not a friendly line of weather here, to say the least.
United 6015, climb maintain flight level 350.
There's a little something coming in here too. I don't know. Maybe we'll end up getting a little something before it's all said and done. I don't think so. The forecast is supposed to be pretty cool, pretty chill in Orlando. Yeah, that canoe is awesome. It is awesome. Now I have it. Carb Heat haven't tried the over to Jacksonville, Delta 816. We'll see it. 3592. So yeah, Carb Heat, it's really, it's really awesome. I don't know, it just is. It's different, and you know, I think that's why I like it the best. The unique factor. Gravy VIR. Hello. Welcome. 3592. There we go. There we go. Great to have you along, Gravy.
Delta 4511, you on frequency?
Anybody with the gravy in their handle is a friend of mine.
Frontier Flight 30, just flighting 090, descend to maintain 5,000, vectors to final.
090.
Frontier Flight 30, descend to maintain 5,000.
Maintain 5,000.
Delta 816, are you on frequency?
Delta 816 just got here. 210. Hello.
Hello, sir.
So we've got, this is the open ocean section of our journey here. We'll kind of cut through. This might be kind of interesting. Like we pop down here into Miami Center according to this map, but I wonder if they'll keep a hold of us. I don't know how this is going to work because Orlando is definitely a part of the Jacksonville area. So that'll be kind of interesting to see. But lots of fantastic ATC. You could go quite a ways across the pond here if you wanted to as well. But, yeah, the action is definitely out in this direction. Oh, here comes somebody. Here's a buddy of ours. Downwind Sim. He's flying his... oh, he's out there. I think out there at that airport. Yeah, that's right. That's where he spawns in to work on to do his mad scientist work. Something heading down here to Jamaica. That's awesome. Yeah. And then the Northeast is lit up. That's way cool. Great to see. As the day progresses, I'm sure the West Coast will also be coming online. Canada almost always has really good ATC on Saturday. Wow, that's a nice screenshot. Very nice, very nice. And everybody in Europe's gone to bed. Yeah, there's guys up there in Finland, they never sleep. So it's dark all day long. They don't know what time it is. Downwind Sim is hiding. Yeah, well, we found you, buddy. Although this isn't really my type of content, you give me really good vibes. So thought I deserved the follow. Well, thank you, my friend. I greatly appreciate that. I tip my ale horn to you. Here's what's the best thing about my stream. It's really not the content. It's definitely not the aviation related skills. It's the guys and gals that I hang out with in the chat. It's the guys and gals that are in my Discord. It's those people that make my stream what it is. So how is that 650 compared to the Q4 XP? Knowing they are different machines, but in terms of features and quality, sim experience, you know, Carb Heat, I'm not going to be able to answer that. I don't have the Challenger, so I don't really know. But maybe somebody in chat could answer that for you. Maybe at some point I'll be able to answer that for you, but I'm holding off for a little while in regards to that Challenger. But the checklists, Downwind Sim, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Checklists, how accurately Melvin Leroy follows them. I am, after all, Mr. Checklist and Mr. Safety. I need a checklist emote. I really do. It's on my list. On my list of things to create, but I just have not gotten to it yet. All right. What I'm probably gonna do is do a little bit of an early
Jet 11, I need to give you an odd altitude through this corridor.
arrival.
35 or 37 for now.
Early arrival briefing. I'll probably do it down here by Remus. I really don't have to start the descent here till closer to the coastline, but I want to try to be ahead of this plane, especially if we're going to have to bounce back and forth. between airspaces here. So where is Remus? I've got about 95 miles. Okay, that'll be my mark. Hey, Al South. Yeah, well, let me show you here, dude. It's I'm getting a little bit better with it. I'm learning that it does have limitations, but the times when I need it, when I need to have the freedom to look around, it's really nice. Like today, one of the things that really helped me with was the engine start. So I was able to look up here, get the engine start going. While I was holding that button down, I was able to come down here, monitor my gauge, and then come down here and get my condition levers going, and then get back up here, as you know, in this plane, flip the ignition switch on. So little things like that I'm starting to get a feel for the vast majority of the flight. What I really do though is I kind of get right here to my point of view, and I just pause it, because that allows me to come over here to you guys. Shoot. And so I'm liking it, I guess, Al South, to make a long story short.
American 1534, contact Miami Center 135.17. 135.17, thank you much.
T's starting to run through me here a little bit, guys.
Maintain 4,000. Speedbird 2 Kilo, turn
so,
heading 030, intercept the 35 left localizer.
One thing that I thought was interesting that I learned about the Track IR today, Al South, is apparently it uses a very similar technology as Downwind Sim has in his VR setup. So that was kind of cool. Yeah, or a short story long. Yeah, I do that sometimes, Downwind Sim.
Who is that? Who is checking in?
Is this? Okay, that's Howard.
1255, Roger, contact Miami Center 135.17. 135.17 for American 1255, thanks.
Fuel.
Welcome, see you later.
Yep, we're doing good fuel-wise.
Contact Miami Center 135.17.
I'm thinking about buying a VR set, not sure which one though. Yeah, Downwind Sim could definitely advise you. Actually, I think we have a few people in the chat that are VR, that speak VR.
Frontier Flight 30, descend to maintain 3,000, turn left heading 030. Frontier Flight 30, intercept the runway 36 right localizer.
The cool thing about the VR stuff,
Frontier Flight 30 is
at least it appears to me, is that it's another one of those technologies that's becoming more affordable as the technology itself sort of iterates, and that's a great thing for the consumer, right? That's giving you better quality items for more affordable pricing. Excuse me while I break out the Downwind Sim back scratcher. Highest quality back scratcher in flight simulation. Downwind Sim from the Downwind Sim sweatshops of inner city St. Louis. Oculus Rift or Oculus Quest is probably the most popular. Hey, Riot Cowboy, what aircraft am I using? I'm using the Leading Edge Sim Saab 340. Just enough light left to show you.
Okay, Delta 4511, descend to maintain level 310.
There she is. Is there anything Downwind Sim doesn't manufacture? Not much. I tell you what. He's down there right now in his secret laboratory building airplanes.
Jacksonville Center, good evening. Delta 352 climbing flight level 331 for 350.
Delta 352, Jacksonville Center, roger.
Carbide, love the leading edge Saab. It is. It's something special, man. It's just, what is it about turboprops, man? They all just have such personality, right? This one is different from the Fokker 50, which is different from the Q400, which is different from the King Air, which is on and on and on and on. I mean, they all have their own little thing, man. Islanders in there, Twin Otters in there. I mean, twin turbos, they're cool. This one speaks to my Nordic heritage, being that it's Swedish built. The Turbine Islander is pretty great.
Where are you, sir? I need your altitude, position, and intentions.
That's another one that's over there from the Hot Start guys, right? Fixie, I've got the Nimbus one. I bought that one.
Say the call sign again, please.
But it's not a turbine.
17836.
I really like
Correct.
my Nimbus. I think
Where are you at, sir?
I think at the end of the day, the Nimbus.
Okay, the reason you don't have a flight plan filed.
There's,
so go ahead and
there's
file
the
your
one that I got.
flight plan, you said?
And yeah, I bought that sucker back in 2020.
Okay.
It's on the rotation this month to fly, by the way. It's been a while since I've had that baby up in the air, but I do know that, at least I thought, it was the Hot Start guys that made her Torque Sim. Yeah, Torque Sim. It feels to me like, and this is Todorico stuff, right? Feels to me like this has had a little bit more development work. It's got more liveries, and it does have, now there's the regular piston version of it and the turbine version of it, but I can't say that necessarily
Southwest 523, can we get flight level 360 for turbulence, please?
like
Southwest 523, climb maintain.
that one of them is head and shoulders better than the other. It's just that they're just made from different outfits, and they both are priced, I think, about the same. You didn't think Total works on any of these, but okay, yeah. But the turbine one's from Torque Sim, good. Carbeat's saying the same thing, but yeah, there's another plane though. It's just, again, it's a personality thing, right? It's a high wing, and it's just a. So I guess really the piston pounder one, that technically is not a turboprop. I really probably shouldn't have included the Islander in that mix, but. So what I may do.
3 Romeo Mike, contact Houston Center, 134.42. Good day.
At about 95, 98 miles to Remus, and that's when we're going to do our approach brief. I might take just a quick. Oh yeah, the Cheyenne, the TBM. Fantastic planes. I haven't been to Cheyenne in a long time. I might just, like I said though, I might take one more quick breakout here. I'm just about out of tea. I could use just a little bit more hot drink. I've got, I think, plenty of water here still in the old ale horn. I mean ale in the ale horn. But I might do that here before it gets too much busier. Steve, hey, first time chat. Two favorite turboprops in X-Plane are the King Air and the MU. Oh yeah, that MU too, man. That thing will scoot, won't it? That thing will scoot. Steve, welcome, by the way. Good to see you. I'm gonna go take just a quick stretch break here, and I'll be right back, you guys. Hang tight.
Jackson Center, Southwest 1225 is back with you at flight level 34.
Southwest 1225, Jacksonville Center, roger. Jacksonville Center, hello. Southwest 295 with you, flight level 340. Southwest 295, Jacksonville Center, roger.
Yeah, Jax, Delta 816. Can we take a break for about 2 minutes?
That's approved. Over 33 Victor, the Macon altimeter 3044. 3044, Warrior 33 Victor.
Oh, I see Rob has shared a nice article here on the turbines versus pistons. Cool. Very cool. The Jack Center, Delta 816, we're back.
Roger.
Turbine-powered aircraft must fly higher in order to justify their expenses. Yeah, man. It's cool to kind of have both, I think. Sometimes you just feel like leading the mix, right? But sometimes it's cool to get in a frickin' 350 horsepower Lycoming and just getting across the sky in a hurry. That's pretty cool. Hey, there's the voting, by the way. For those of you maybe just coming in, we're doing this is episode 4 of the Bravo Tour. We're flying from Houston Hobby to Orlando in our quest to visit all the Class Bravo airports in the United States. And the next leg is coming up. We're going to actually be going from Orlando up to Andrews Air Force Base, and there is a poll for you to vote. You get to decide what aircraft I'm going to be flying. Right now, it's a runaway. The Flight Factor 757 Air Force 2 livery is out in front. So, but you can click on that and vote. That'll be coming up here later this month. I don't have a date exactly picked for when I'm going to fly that, but I would be quite happy with any of the 3 aircraft. We actually flew our very first episode, our first leg of the Bravo tour. We flew it in the A310 Air Force livery, and that's that plane where you can do a refueling. And we figured out how to get the refueling tethers to deploy, but we didn't have any fuel in the reserve tank, so we couldn't call any fighter jets up to dock with us. But anyway, click on that link. That'll take you to the straw poll. Your vote counts. Appreciate your vote. Appreciate you tuning in to the Bravo Tour. I forgot to get more tea. I offloaded, but forgot to upload. Oh well, I think I'll be alright. So that Mitsubishi that Steve 099 was talking about, I think, good fixins. Didn't you pick that one up there? Somebody in chat I know bought that little Mitsubishi and is having a lot of fun with it. All right, 66. So Remus is the again the waypoint that we'll use to brief the arrival and the approach. Still not 100% sure if we're going to get handed off down to Miami here for this little chunk of the trip or not, or if Jax will keep a hold of us. Not sure yet. She's a handful. Tough to slow down, Steve said. Oh, Northwest Ornament has it. Okay. You didn't ever get it. Okay. Did you just call me? I've seen it on sale a couple times, and it for sure has been one of those planes, especially since it's a high wing. Is that the one? Am I thinking of the right one? It's a little high wing. I'm like, that would be a cool plane. Such a great type of aircraft to do sightseeing in. I heard they were working on an update for it, and you were going to wait, but it's been radio silent. Oh yeah, darn. Yeah, the Mitsubishi Marquis. It's an X Aviation, so it's another one of those that's should be a fairly high quality one. .9, so it's had a few. And it's an X-Plane 11, not compatible, so it's relatively new, but
Scandinavian 8073, contact Atlanta Center 132.907, good day.
People also purchased SkyMac and Real Sim gear stuff. Yeah, like I say, I see it on sale every now and again, and I feel like it looks like my kind of airplane, but I've yet to pull the trigger on it. Looks like it's really nicely modeled, though. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Must have halfway decent range with those tip tanks too. Yeah, that's a nice looking aircraft. However,
I hear you okay. It's just slightly muffled, but I hear you okay.
If it's not being currently worked on. Maybe it's kind of become an abandonware deal. A stable approach is not easy with the Mitsubishi car, Pete's saying. It's kind of got it's a little bit of a smaller platform, right? Like the wings aren't super long, and yeah, so I wouldn't doubt that it's a little bit of a rodeo. Good fixes. I think they were rebuilding it like a V2. Okay, all right. I haven't heard anybody that has it that doesn't like it. That's kind of the main thing. Now they've all said the same thing. It's challenging to fly, but what isn't for me, right? That's everything. 47 to approach brief. We're getting there, you guys. We are getting there.
Contact Columbia maintain flight level 330.
Climate maintain flight level 330. United Airlines 26.
Delta 4511, contact Atlanta Center 132.907. Good night.
132, this is lane 7, thanks for the coverage. Great ATC work.
See you later.
That sounded like cargo fire.
Jacksonville Center, Southwest 2.
He's not.
Request 5 minutes away.
He was flying the Concorde a little while ago. Hey, Northwest Ornament. He's actually streaming tonight. Holy moly. Awesome. He's doing a special Concorde charter Toronto to Lisbon. Nice. Very nice. That's awesome. Starting to get the cough coming on, I'm afraid, guys. I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be sick. I can will it away. That's my wife just kind of did that. Like she started feeling last weekend, and she just basically said, "I'm not going to be sick." Somehow she made it through. She's a lot tougher than I am, though.
We're at 33 Victor, contact Atlanta approach 135.32, 3532. Good day.
3532, think you're on 33 Victor.
I'm going to listen to Northwest Ornament here for a minute.
So we'll just pull the numbers for 33.
November 17836, Jack Center cleared to the Memphis airport as filed. After departure, maintain 3000. Expect 10,000, 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 1050.
Yeah, he's in the middle of
Southwest 523,
setting up that Concorde.
Houston Center,
That thing looks like
134.42.
work, I tell you what. That plane looks like a four-person,
United 650 on this frequency.
four-pilot aircraft. United 650, I think, is who he was contacting. Trying to contact.
Delta 327, Jacksonville Center, roger.
Saab 6024 S5.
Okay. Air Shuttle 6250 on this frequency.
Alaska 705, level 390.
Alaska 705, Jacksonville Center, roger. Air Shuttle 6250 on this frequency.
Pentagon, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. That's where I'm at a little bit too with like there's some cool aircraft that are still out there that I would love to fly, but I'm kind of at the point where if I learn one plane on this end, then a plane on this end gets kind of pushed off the cliff. Hawker said I told Flying with Mike that he had to get the Concorde first so he could teach me to fly it. Yeah, it's. I do know that Dalwin Sim has recently picked up the Concorde, and he has mastered the art of making a large crater at Mach 2. Yeah, that plane, that has a whole. I mean, when you have an aircraft that has a whole separate set of flight rules, yeah, it's you've got something unique. And I think this one that's out in X-Plane now, they've updated it enough to where I think it's.
836, cross runway 14 and taxi runway 8 via Lima.
I think it's just about worth the price tag. It for sure is if it's on sale, like it was during the Black Friday stuff. I mean, they've done a lot of work to it. Cuts down on the time it takes to stream the flight across the pond. Yeah, no doubt. That's the truth.
United 650 on this frequency.
On now, I was late handover, you guys.
Well, they
650, expect a visual approach, runway 36 left.
like on the official CTP events, they won't let you fly the Concorde anymore, right? Because it's just like it's kind of messy and hard to keep track of. I don't know.
You have information, Echo at Orlando?
Affirmative, have Echo.
But the thought of flying from New York to
Digital aircraft judgment center's closing in about 4 minutes.
Heathrow is in like a couple of hours as opposed to 6 hours. It's pretty appealing. Jax is coming off, so I wonder if he'll hand us off here, and we'll end up kind of just taking ourselves into Orlando, I guess. There we go. 3517. Have a good night, Delta 816.
November 836, turn left, heading 360, and wait, clear for takeoff.
That answers that question.
Southwest 6024, you back on
517.
Yeah, 6024 over here. Sign my fault, dude. Arroyo Jet 21 Miami Center, hello. I'm maintain flight level 370.
Miami Center, hello, Delta 816 210. Concorde, I've been out for a bit. Are we talking about what you're going to buy if you roll H&L from the East Coast? That would be a good aircraft to fly from New York to Honolulu. No, I honestly think if I pick up, if I get Honolulu, I'm pretty limited in my choices. I think I'm going to have to do, like, my long haul planes are the 747. There you go, Rob. They're downwind. Thank you. 747. The any builds can make it a little ways, and the 757. Those are kind of my long haul. The A300, the A310, the 757, and the 747. Those are kind of my three choices. So we would see. Did you see how close the spin was downwind sim? Were you here for that? It just about happened. You know, one thing I didn't explain on the spin, by the way, that it's a little too late now, but I do have a house rule that if you, like, we're going to Andrews, which is up by Washington, so like if I spin and get BWI as the next airfield, which is like 10 miles away, yeah, we're going to respin. So downwind sim, I will show you the wheel. We ended up, we're going to go to Andrews Air Force Base, but this is how close it was. This is where Andrews, where Atlanta is right now, that's where Andrews Air Force Base, but that's how close it was to stopping on Honolulu. So it would have been an Orlando to Honolulu leg for our next leg. I might have had to have picked up the Concorde. But we were saved. We're going to go up. We're going to go up toward Washington and visit Andrews Air Force Base. All right, so we just went past Remus, and it's time to brief our arrival. Let me pull this up. It's the Mini 5 arrival. Let's see what it tells us here, you guys. So we're going to be hitting it here at Boxer. Heading in on 070 toward Gummy and Lakeland. If we are landing south, no, we're landing north. We want to expect clearance to cross the Ocala intersection at 13,250 knots. And then basically we'll be given instructions to descend from there. All right. So this is fortunate for us that we're in the Miami Center controlled area, because they can help us with this. But we'll kind of have this in mind here that at Ocala we need to be down to 13,250. Now the 250 obviously is not a problem for us, and 13,000, it's only 8,000 to lose, so we won't have to worry about that till about 25 miles out. What else is on here? So Boxer transition, and we hit the we go via the, I think this is the Lakeland VOR, radial 250 to the Lakeland Vortac. Then we head outbound on a 060 to the Mini intersection, and then over Mini we go to Unity, and then we go via the Orlando to the Orlando Vortac. Okay. All right. Now let's take a look. We are planning ILS. I need to double check my approach here. 35 right. 35 right. Okay. So we need to be at 5,000 at Cruise, which is right here, the initial fix. 4,000 at Surrey. 3,000 at Fesha. And then 1,600 here at Hughes, and that's where we pick up the glide slope, is at Hughes, which is 6.2 DME. All right, very good, very good. Frequency for this is 111.15. Course is 005. Airport elevation is 96. Okay, let me start putting some of that information in here.
American 1505, contact Havana 124.55.
I don't think I can spin my course knob around quite yet, so I'll hold on for just a minute. Actually, the way I can do that is this. Let's go into, for a moment, let's go into heading mode. Let's change the CDI. There we go. I can spin the course knob around to 005.
Hillwood 4345, level 17,000, direct versus.
Maybe.
Hillwood 4345, minus center, hello, climate tank level 390.
390, Hillwood 4345. Minus center, good evening, American 2821 here, level 15,000.
American 2820, minus center, hello, climate tank level 350.
Okay, back into nav mode. And airport elevation was 96. We'll go ahead and want to put that in here when we start to descend. Actually,
Yeah, you continue with your
just about. There we go. Spin that up here. 96. That'll be preset and ready for our descent. Okay.
Super 626, my apologies. Wind is 0706, runway 9, clear for takeoff.
I think that'll have us ready to go.
Flying 360 for me, please.
Don't feel sorry for him. He didn't buy beers last night.
Miami Center is usually X-ray, missed call, reroute advisory.
Runway 206, Juliet X-ray. Yeah, you can go to your advisory now. Ready for terminator frequency change over to bye-bye.
We'll see that.
So we need to be, if we end up getting disconnected or whatever, again, it's Andrew. So Lakeland is only 8 miles from Andrew, so we'd want to descend, like I say, about 24 miles or so from Andrew. So we'll just kind of keep that Lakeland VOR in mind. It'll be just short of the Lakeland VOR will be when we start to descend, if we need it. I don't think we'll have to do it. I think we'll have control on the way down.
Miami Center, Delta 2324, ready to go, runway 1 left to tape on.
Delta 2324, wind variable 5, runway 1 left, clear for takeoff.
1 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 2324.
Miami Center, you PS 350, gonna step away for a minute and I'll contact you on the back.
Super 626, ready to contact later.
All right. Everything else is checking out here, checklist wise. Always good when you move from that climb section, page 1, into the descent section, page 2.
Good evening, FedEx 832 Heavy, direct Jones, maintaining 16,000.
Fuel is still looking good. 6,000 metric tons or whatever. We're good to go there. I'm so glad you guys voted for this plane, man. It had been a while, and kind of a behind the scenes sort of deal is I end up spending probably a good week or so just making sure that the aircraft doesn't need updated and you know, getting back in and relearning the procedures and the checklist flows and stuff like that, and then just getting it in the air and getting a feel for the plane again. I just have forgotten how much fun this plane is to fly. Now that I've got the Alpha yoke, like, it feels like a brand new plane. I mean, it just feels so different. I'm gonna absolutely slam this landing. I know I will, because I have all day long when I've been trying to fly this thing, but I was getting to the point where I was halfway decent at landing this thing. It's a tricky plane to land. It's not a glider. You really have to fly it all the way down to the runway, but I'm happy this plane was voted up. I wish I had the legs. I'd turn around and fly back in the BAE 146, but I'm gonna probably get to bed a little bit early tonight in the hopes of maybe getting ahead of this little head cold I've got coming on.
Miami Center, November 756 Yankee 16,000.
Miami Center, UPS 350 Heavy, back with him.
Who's at 15,000?
That's it for the T.
60 Yankee.
A little bit of water, and that'll be it for me. Good thing we're about there.
Oh my gosh. Number 756 Kilo Yankee, climb and take level 390. 390, 60 Yankee. Also the Delta 1276 with you on a 741 6,000. 1276 Miami Center, hello, climb and take
Sounds like maybe it needs a spot in the regular rotation. Yeah, Tim, it's one of those deals where this is actually part of why I'm including or kind of going back to Thursday streams, is so I can have a chance to get some, that's 4 or sometimes 5 more flights that I have a chance to get some of these aircraft going. It's a good problem to have, 0.34, to say the least.
Delta 4218, contact Havana 124.55.
Atlanta's still hopping, it sounds like.
Delta 4218, contact Havana 124.55.
I bet they are. They always have good traffic up there. It's too bad Jacksonville had to get off. That leaves a little bit of a hole in what we're trying to do here, but that's okay. Nobody really popping on yet out west. It looks like LA is coming on. Two-Faced Disc, our friend Two-Faced Disc is heading from Denver to LA. Awesome. Very cool. So I am, by the way, working on some ortho scenery for Europe. I've been working on the United Kingdom here, and with the intentions of maybe doing some practice across the pond stuff, in the hopes that perhaps I'll be available maybe this summer to participate in that event. Also, Cross the Land is coming up, and I think that's more down here, kind of in the Middle East sort of area. So I need to also look into that a little bit. But I'm working on, I guess, picking up a little bit more for X-Plane. I mean, if we had ourselves a good, right, proper long-haul airline in Microsoft Flight Sim, I wouldn't have to worry about it, right? But in the meantime, I'm going to have to apparently grab some more external hard drive space. I don't know. All right, Miami Center. Really?
Delta 13 Alpha, where are you? Under Florida, by Cuba. I just departed Cuba, so yeah. Okay, Delta. Delta 13 Alpha, climb maintain flight level 390. Climb maintain flight level 390.
Center, good evening. Southern Air 26 Heavy, maintaining 6000 direct to Jones.
Southern Air 269, Southern hello, climb maintain flight level 360.
Yep, I don't think we have anything left to do yet, with the exception of just wait for the descent clearance. Everything else I think is ready to go. I'll take bets that I'll forget to undo the friction locks and wonder why my plane's not slowing down. So you might as well take that bet. It's a safe bet. Otherwise, then it's just a matter of getting down and trying to get to flaps range. I think we're going to be reffing out here at guessing we'll be reffing out here at about 110. Approach speed will be 120. Yeah, I think that's going to be us.
DOTCOM 325, welcome to Key West, taxi to parking straight ahead.
Taxi to parking straight ahead for DOTCOM 325. Have a great night. Thanks for the services. Good luck.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good luck. Yeah. Might need it with this rowdy crowd.
Southwest 3085, Jacksonville Center on flight where it says it's terminated. Exchange approval. Bye. Unicom, have a good day.
Yeah, this going into Orlando is just an especially just a weird airport because it's right on the border. So not having that guy, I don't know exactly what he's going to. He's probably gonna clear me for the approach, I would think, and then pretty much send me over to Unicom at fairly close to the airport there. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how that shakes out.
Requesting initial descent or a TK1 arrival into Lauderdale.
Ooh, Fort Lauderdale. Uh-oh. All right. What happened to Northwest Ornament? He was just about ready to depart. What happened? It's got the black screen. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. I hope that didn't crash out on him. That's one of those aircraft that, like, it takes well, he's been streaming for almost an hour and he was just getting to the point where he was ready to depart. That's what hurts about. I mean, it's never good to have a crash to desktop at any time, but when you're in one of those slant whiskey planes, man, it's just like, that's an hour of my life I'll just never get back. It's a bummer. That's what happened. Oh, maybe he just has something turned off, a screen in OBS that kind of like I do sometimes.
We had traffic going to the right side, got a little close to us there, just wasn't sure what's going on there. Thought we were following him down the line. There's a guy to your right, he's 4,000 feet above. There's a guy to your left, he's 3,000 feet below. And there's a guy behind you, and he is 2,000 feet below. Yeah, no, the traffic's not back anymore. Let's take across our right side. Yeah, that's the guy 4,000 feet above you. American 2820, contact time on 124.55.
Atlanta. All right, back to the. Let's do a quick update while we have a minute, and then I'll probably close down the. Straw poll window here. Uh-oh, maybe I already have closed the straw poll window. Okay, stand by. Let me pull that back up again. When we last checked, the flight factor 757 was out in the lead, and it continues to be in the lead right now. It's 6 votes to 2 votes for the AnyBuild A310, and only 1 vote right now for the 737, the Janet Livery 737. Again, this will be the plane that we fly on the next episode of the Bravo Tour as we head from Orlando up to Andrews Air Force Base. You will see the straw poll link cycle through in the little JFO bot timers, so feel free. Link to the poll. All right, I'll give you that link right here. Here comes the link. Right there.
Miami Central Southwest 407 stepping out for about 10 minutes.
We'll have this straw poll up for a week. This time next weekend we'll shut it down. We'll announce which plane we're going to be flying up to Andrews, and yeah, it'll be. I'm thinking we'll probably do episode 5 of the Bravo Tour a little bit, kind of toward the end of this month. Sneak something in. I've got a couple of dates I'm looking at, but oh, Downwind Sim added his vote. Very nice, very nice. Let's see if he's going along kind of with the popular opinion right now. Cessna 152 Air Force livery. Nice, nice. The bird dog. That's what we need, right? That would be a long haul. Orlando to Washington in a Cessna 152. This is the only one I think I don't have right now, at least in the X-Plane world, is the Just Flight, because I just don't see myself spending $45 on a Cessna 152. Nice as it might be.
We didn't get it. Can you repeat, please? 2446 cross file, we had to maintain 1010,000 for Miami altimeter 3033. 1010,000 and 3033, the altimeter American 2446.
Look at those skinny propeller blades, man. Crazy. It does look nice. I mean, I'm not doubting that, but like I say, $45 for a Cessna 152. Again, truly, in true Just Flight fashion, it's about $20 more than it should be priced. I've only been on a C-32 once, and that was probably 12 years ago. Got that 150. Yeah, I've got that. That's V-Flight Air or whatever. I do have that. Oh, hey, I forgot. I think I have the enhanced night lights for Florida. We should have some nice night lighting as we come in here. Yeah, I like that little 150 commuter, man. That thing is nice. All right, here we go. We're coming up on Lakeland. So right in between Gummy and Lakeland is when we are expecting our descent clearance. So currently I have the V-Flight Air 150. I've got the I've got the JP Logistics 152 over in Microsoft Flight Sim. I do have the Coronado 152 that has that NH Adrian mod. And you're not supposed to have that lighting when using enhanced skyscape. I didn't mean enhanced skyscapes. Wait, what? I'm talking about the enhanced night lighting. Rob? It says in the enhanced skyscape manual, no other lighting. Okay. I don't know. Shame on me. Well, maybe it's not going to work. Maybe it's not going to work. I'm to blame. No other skylights. I don't think the ground lights is the problem. Go. Gotcha. Turn around and go back. I don't think I quite have the fuel to do that. Could be a headwind going back. Plus, I don't think you guys would be up for another 3 hours of black sky. I think it's definitely a turnaround moment. To convert Newton meters to foot pounds, all you have to do is divide your figure by Newton meters, or divide your Newton meters by 1.356. Awesome. Latest calculations you're doing. I'm glad you're doing them. Somebody has to do them. Yeah, so this night lighting thing is supposed to extend my night lights out a little bit further instead of cutting them off like they are, so I don't know. I only have it set up in about 3 states right now, and I'm just kind of testing it out to see if it really does. Like these lights look amazing. They're much more like filled in. They look more realistic for sure. But what I really want is I want night lighting all the way to the horizon. I don't want it cut off at the tile. Yeah. X-plane limitation. Good fixins, you're right. The torque gauge on the 208 is in foot per pounds. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. That potentially...
I'm closing. There's too many planes and one person and then diversions and then people. So yeah, goodbye. Good night. Have fun.
Okay.
Deuces. Have a good night. You too. Sorry, bro. Right now. What the fuck?
All right. Well, I'm glad we did that descent planning because we're counting down here. So we want to be, we're going to go past Gummy. We're going to be counting down here. We want to be 24 from Andro before we make our initial descent. So it's, there's 8, so 16. Let's say when we get about about 20 from Lakeland, that's when we'll start our descent. Chris Basinski or something had an LOD mod that helped. He's on the VatStar forums. Huh, interesting. Yeah, like you can see it trying. It really is, but like, yeah, come on. Like if I can get this one, why can't I get, this much of I don't know. King Ari 23 just joined VatSim and passed exam. Hey, congratulations, man, that's awesome, and thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the VatSim community. You're going to have a lot of fun. It's a great place, and passing that exam is it's an awesome first step. Now looking for ARC training. Now, best of luck on that. ATC, okay, all right. There are several fantastic controlling groups that provide awesome training, and for sure the VatSim world needs as many good controllers as we can get. So that's great to hear, King Ari. All right, so this this section of the flight's going to be a little more quiet than we anticipated, but I can also understand why that controller, he was just a single center controller trying to wrangle everybody around the Miami area. That's kind of like the guy, I feel bad for the LA guy. That happens every once in a while. This might be Tampa. That's Tampa, you guys? Well, King Ari, I'll be honest with you, I'm usually terrible with names, so I'm glad I got one right. There's Rob posting that link that might help with the visual script, the loading, the LOD performance. Okay. Allows you to change the auto-gen level of detail settings on the fly, which can significantly increase the frames per second on low end, or also significantly increase the graphics quality. Okay, I might have to check that out there. Roberts, thanks for the share, my man. As always, the research department at the Melvin Leroy channel, Mr. Rob Marcinick. Yeah, I think that's Tampa. Right there on the coast. That's another vertical sim scenery right there. We flew from a vertical sim scenery, a freeware one. Houston Hobby, by the way, in case you guys didn't know, that's a really early on vertical sim scenery. And right about there is where I found that scenery glitch where I ran up onto the little overpass and crashed my plane. I'm flying over your house right now, Pentagon says. Yeah. Waving from your backyard. Yep, Pentagon was there when we wrecked the A300 right about there. You're waving from your backyard. Here's a little wing wave for you, man. Hopefully I didn't just disconnect the autopilot. No, I think I'm all right. Whoa. All right, I think it's about time to head down, you guys. Let's see, where are we? Oh, yeah, just about past Gummy. So just do one quick check of where I'm going. I need to be down to 13,000. So let's spin this guy down. And I think I will descend in IAS mode. Can I update my... No, I can't. So let's spin this guy up here. Just match my speed that I have right now. I don't need to slow down or speed up. Alright, IAS mode is not engaged. Why not? I don't want... Whoa, okay. Why? Why? I can't come off of altitude hold mode. Interesting. All right, let's just do this. Let's disconnect the autopilot. Let's reset the autopilot. Still an issue. Okay, then. If I go to heading mode, does it allow me to? That's very strange, you guys. Very strange. Huh. I'll be darned. I have honestly no idea why. Yeah, it's not letting me click up or down on that. Well, this could be interesting. Somebody's subscribing at just the perfect time. Oh, it's JPC. 2 years of Melvin. Yeah, Mike, awesome, dude. Awesome. I'm about to completely hand fly this approach, I think, JPC. Great to see you, Mike. We're stuck up here. Not for long. Not for long, my friend. Okay, I think I have everything in that I need to have in, so why not? Let's just hand fly this bad boy. Because I have all kinds of fun new tools I can use now. Like I have a roll trim. See how I'm rolling? To the left, I can correct roll trim. Yeah, we'll just hand fly this thing. I'm gaining altitude. I don't want to do that. I'm going to come down. There we go, about 1,500 feet a minute. That's what I'm looking for. Pull back on the power a little here so we don't overspeed. And we'll make a right proper mess of this. I'm waiting for flight sim to be shipped to your house. What which flight sim are you getting there, King Ari? Picking up a boxed version of it, I guess, right? Oh yeah, nice. You had a real Jet Pilot Cinema had a real life Challenger pilot help him out. Okay, so we're looking for 13,000 at Andro. We're gonna be doing good there, and then we need the actual approach. I'm gonna start at 4,000. That's the initial fixed altitude, and we're just gonna try to keep it going on this as best we can. I think we're doing all right. Trimmed out fairly well. Pull back a little more on the power. Let's go. Here's the hard part: checking the different checklists here. Ice protection, by the way, I think I can take that off. I took that off. Okay, not on anymore. Auto caution needs to come back on though. Okay. Cabin pressure. It's doing good. Should be descending 5.3. That's acceptable. Oops. Getting through 180 here, so let me you know what I'm going to do also? We're going to go into CDI mode here. Orlando, altimeter 3041. Let's get that set. Go for one. We'll set it twice, just in case we need it. Nice and high altimeter here. Nice sunny day, I believe. Okay. Coming up on Andro here. We got 8 miles. We need to get down another 3,500. Yeah, I think we're in great shape as far as that goes. Very good, very good. That works. Works for me. I might be able to, honestly. So I'm gonna get. Should be expecting at mini vectors to at the Unity vectors to final. Okay, so that's coming up here. We've got mini and at Unity. So here in about 25, 30-ish miles, we'll be vectoring ourselves to final. At that point in time, I think I'll go ahead and activate my approach, activate vectors to final, and we'll see how close we are in terms of hitting that. Oh, actually, that initial fix is at 5,000, so we can do that. The runway's 9,000 feet. If we do go missed, there is a missed approach procedure, but what we'll probably do is just jump in a right-hand traffic pattern and come right back to 35 right. This is the farthest runway to the right. We kind of are vectoring ourselves right now, aren't we? You know what? I think we are. Let's do this. Procedures. Activate vector to final. That'll get all of my localizer information set up. It'll get my approach course set up, all that good stuff. Yeah, so we're kind of coming in right now at not quite a base leg, but just a nice intercept course here, I think. All right, and then so I don't really have a gate in mind, so we're just going to make a left-hand turn off of 35 left and just taxi straight in. It's right out there in that big black hole. Well, Mike, I'm glad that you were able to get that plane in the air and had some fun with it. And you plan to stream it on Monday. Cool. King Ari is getting the 119. Oh, Flight Sim 2011. What kind of joystick am I using? I'm using a Honeycomb Alpha throttle, or Alpha flight yoke right now. Then you'll get X-Plane 11. And sorry, I didn't see your question there, King Ari, but yeah, Honeycomb Alpha. And it's actually the first day I've had it. So I'm gonna just be warned, you guys. I'm probably not gonna butter this approach in. Flight Sim, the previous deluxe version, or the premium deluxe version. Yep, that'll be a good one, King Ari. I fly in Microsoft Flight Sim myself, and it's a fun platform. Okay, we're getting closer, you guys. We truly are. Calling it now, 56. Mork has some insider information on this. No pressure, yeah. I tell you, the thing I'm having the most difficulty with, and again, I've landed exactly, well, I've attempted to land 3 times. But the thing I'm having the most trouble adjusting to, and JPC, you can probably attest to this as well, because I know you've got an Alpha, is just how much force it takes to operate the trim or the pitch axes. You've really got to pull back on that sucker. It's like doing curls, man. Maybe it'll make my biceps bigger by the time I'm done. We can hope. All right, so hard part about this is you don't really have a whole lot of reference for how far out you are. That's okay, we're getting there. 24 to something. At least we know we're 24 away from something. Now I think we're just up in here, guys. Feel like I should start to get a little bit slowed down though, because I do want to get myself into flaps range here at some point, and I need to be down there. Am I close to? I think below 150 is when I can put flaps 7 in. So I want to try to slow down a bit. So I'll pull that prop back. Got to be down to 4,000 too, so I may just kind of go on a base leg here until I know I'm going to get down where I want to be. Through 10,000, we're going to put some lights on. There we go. All right, approach speed, we're shooting for 120. Our VREF is a 110. Go ahead and get that set. Maybe. Yep, that's our airfield over there. Orlando traffic United 816 is about 20 to the southwest of the field, descending through 9,000. We're inbound 36 right, Orlando traffic. All those yahoos that were giving that controller so much trouble are down here in Miami. All right, I think we're going to be okay. I'm looking at my moving map. I'm cheating a little bit here. I've got Navigraph moving maps up to my left here, and need to be 5,000 at Surrey, and I think we're going to make it. We're at 3,000 or so to go. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. We're going for that far right-hand runway. Ooh, boy. It just got kind of cloudy and dark here, didn't it? Holy moly. Not expecting it. I didn't see the METAR showing anything about clouds at below 7,500, but maybe something's updated since. That roll trim is sure nice. Like that. We'll probably just shoot it visually here, couldn't we? Oh, hey, hello. But it get to 5,000, then we'll level out, kind of get our speed down, get some flaps out. Doing good. Forgive me, chat, if you're talking to me and I'm not paying much attention. I'm just gonna need to focus a little bit on this approach so I can butter it in there at 65 or whatever Mork thinks I should. There's 1,000 to go. That could potentially be traffic. I haven't heard anybody talking to me though. Don't really see much happening over here. I certainly haven't heard anything on the comms, so I think we maybe are okay. 400 to go. Here's where I'm loving my track IR. This has been a really nice feature here. All right, we're through 5 accidentally. Let's level. Knowing me, I'll bubble just a little bit, but there we go. Get the speed coming down. And it looks like we're actually a little bit over the glide slope. So I'm going to go ahead and keep the descent going. I must have cut the corner just a little bit too much. Yeah. All right, buddy. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to just almost, yeah, I bet I just cut the corner a little bit too much. So we can keep the descent rate in, but I've got to get my speed down. Like I said, I've got to have 150, so might be worth leveling out here just for a count. I'm at flight idle right now, so if I can get below 150, I can start throwing some boards out, and that'll I'll be able to get back on the glide slope. I'm far enough away with this plane. There he is, almost there, almost there. There's 150, flap 7. There we go. It did bubble a little bit. Turn on final. Resume the descent rate here. Don't have to be crazy. I'm a little high though. Okay, speed checked, flaps 15. Whoa, bubble, bubble, bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. There we go. I'm working my way down to 120. I'm almost there. I'm at 130 right now. Here comes the localizer in case we need it. But you can see that I'm definitely high on the glide here. Orlando traffic. United 816 is on the final, runway 35 right. Orlando traffic. Okay, whoops, sorry about that, guys. Speed check. Laps 20 and gear. Comes our glide slope. A little bit left of the localizer, correcting. Still at flight idle right now, remarkably. This thing doesn't go super fast, but it doesn't really like to slow down either. All right, final notch of flaps are going in. Lights, gear, full flaps. We're fully aligned here. Did he say? Did he say 35 right? Oh my goodness. All right, there's the glide slope. There's 120. Let's just start adjusting our power here. See if we can keep it close to that. I'm going to go ahead and go RPMs full forward. And getting a little below here. There we go. Now we're coming back. And we're more than a dot away now, doggone it. Unstable, I think I would probably have to go around if I was flying for United at this point. We're just got off that glide just a little too far. Ah, heck. Kidding me? Towers here? Fudge. Do I have time to get with it? I don't think I can. No, I'm short final. Yeah, there's no way. I'll just have to apologize when I get on the ground. There's no way. Sorry, tower. If I would have had his frequency preloaded, I might have been able to flip it over, but there's no way I can dial in 1845 and yeah, it's just not happening. All right, we were able to kind of get back on the glide. Speed looks okay. This plane is a lot like the KHOU in that you really need to keep the speed in as much as you can here. Well, we could start to pull back a little bit here. Okay. There we go. And we're down. Yeah, it was a plunky one. To beta. 80 knots. Don't want to get too slow too quick here because I got a little ways to go. Yeah, that was definitely not a 65 or or whatever you thought it was going to be, Mark. That was maybe about a 365, but that's okay. Clean up here. And I'll get off and I'll talk to Tower and tell him sorry. Hopefully he'll understand. Comes our taxiway, Kilo, I think. Yep. And welcome to Orlando, everybody. Orlando traffic out at 816 is clear at 35 right. All right, let's head over to, oh, now we have approach also. 1845. So, yeah, that would have been a miracle. 18, even on my best days, I wouldn't have been able to spin this around and stay level. All right. Figure out where I'm at before I check in. I think I'm on Echo. Is that what I said? Echo? Yeah. No, November 13. Orlando Tower, Delta 816. Now it's just cleared 35 right, and we're just heading to airside 2.
American 688, welcome to Orlando. Roll out to Juliet, hold short in November.
Roll to Juliet, hold short in November, American 688.
Delta 816, Orlando Tower. Are you able to make a left there?
We can, yeah, we can make a left onto November.
Delta 816, left onto November, right onto Foxtrot, hold short, runway 35 left.
Left November, right Fox, and we'll hold short 35 left. Delta 816. I said American 816.
American 688, do you want the nearest gate or the American gates this evening?
I would like to be as realistic as possible, American, so the American gates as possible for American 688.
All right.
88, make a left onto November.
Some seriously
Delta Saab.
puny
November.
lights here, guys, so.
Roger, left on November, we'll follow the Delta.
All right, clean up the flaps. They're already cleaned up. I can get the weather radar off here. And that's not going to be probably good to do that way. How about this way? There we go. Weather radar coming off. All right, very good. Gust lock. I can put the gust lock down here for protection. Yeah, flaps are up. Transponder can go to on, which is standby mode for us. Okay, here comes Foxtrot. I think I can probably turn off the auto course though real quick here. Nobody out there. And we're going to go over here. We're going to hold short of 35 left. We'll get to cross a little bridge. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it at night. Maybe we're not going to go to airside 2. We're kind of down here by airside 4 now, but I really don't care. I just want to find a place to park and probably get myself to bed, to be honest with you. The best thing for me at this point. This is a Nimbus scenery, by the way, and they've done some really cool work, especially with the vegetation. The trees look awesome.
Delta 816, cross runway 35 left at Foxtrot, make a right onto hotel, contact ground 121.8.
Cross 35 left on Fox, right on hotel and over to ground, Delta 816. Nobody coming, nobody coming.
688, cross runway 35 left at Foxtrot, hold short of Golf, contact ground 121.8.
This is Kilo, the next one is hotel.
American 688, cross runway 35 left at Foxtrot, hold short Golf, contact ground 121.8.
Roger, cross runway 35 left at Foxtrot, hold short Golf, contact ground 0.8, American 688, have a great night.
Don't think I can do this. No, I can't see my click spots, unfortunately. All right. Let's get centered up here. Let's come down here. 21.8. Orlando ground. Delta 816 on hotel, heading up to airside 2.
Delta 816, airside 2, taxi via Golf, Golf 1.
Golf 1, Delta 816. All right, well, it was nice of those guys to come online. I just wish I would have saw that just a little bit sooner. I also wish that for whatever reason my stinking altitude hold light wasn't working. That's really interesting. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. But that's okay. It was fun to hand fly that in. I thought it went okay. I mean, I didn't exactly fly the approach. I didn't dial in any of the VORs or anything like that. I just pretty much tried to vector myself to the intercept and tried to get the altitude right more than anything. But yeah, so now stop this thing down when Sim says I want to see the mouse. You'd make a hell of a pilot. Oh, JPC, man, dude, come on, stop it, man. You're gonna make me cry. I appreciate that. I've been trained by some of the best, I think, and you're one of them. You've helped me out a lot. I know you can't say that you've trained me because that has legal implications, but yeah, you guys have helped a ton. Downwind Sims and other guys helped me out a ton. All right, we're gonna go right here, my dudes. Oh goodness. I'm blinding the heck out of it. I'm so sorry, dude. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, let's try this again. I had to turn off the SAM airport thing because it conflicts with the gizmo menu, so that's why he's not waving me in. That, and he's blind. So he doesn't know. He can hear that I'm there, but he doesn't know how close I am. And I think that's going to work for us. All right. All right. Yeah, let me get a couple things shut down. I'll get caught up on the chat, and we'll call this baby done. Avionics need to come off first, then I can bring the condition levers back to cutoff. Everything's going to turn off here, but that's okay. That's what we want. Good, 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 good. Fine, fine, fine. Lights can come off as well. That looks good. Emergency, yep. Those lights can come off. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. And the batteries. One into, wait a second. That's not the battery switch. Those are the gen switches. Okay, there we go. Batteries off. And there, my friend, is the conclusion of what's going on. All right, let me back up here because I think I had a couple guys come in that I didn't have a chance to say hello to. Mark jinxed me by saying negative 56. Well, what does Mr. Volanta have to say about that, Mark? My friend Rob, I think you know what it's going to say. I'm the first person there. Well, that ain't true. Let's see. Yeah, 346. You were close, but only a G and a quarter. That I don't mind that. My landing speed is right on the money, so that's good. What probably happened is just a smidgen late on the flare, but I was on the center line. I was in the touchdown zone. My speed was okay, so 3 out of 4. That's a 75%. I'm giving myself a C on that landing. There's the whole flight and nothing but the flight. It was a lot of fun. You can see a little early work I did here, just messing around. That was a lot of fun as well. So yeah, so just in case you weren't here when we spun the wheel of names, we're going to be going from Orlando up here to the Washington area and landing at Andrews Air Force Base. Right now, the 757, the Air Force 2 livery of the 757, is in the lead for the plane I'm going to fly there. So let's see, 0.34. No way it takes as much elbow grease as a full elevator of the CH Eclipse, though, right? I don't know. This thing is like one-handed. I really have to work here. Like I'm getting a little bit of a burn. Oh, yeah, get some curls for the girls. I'll go upstairs and tell my wife she's welcome. Turn and Burn got here a little bit late. Turn and Burn, thanks for tossing out that Bravo emote, and good to see you, my friend. I'm out of all things Alehorn juice wise, but I'll still give you a little howdy ho. And the real Millhouse is here as well. Is this the end of the stream? Unfortunately, Millhouse, it is. We are just wrapping up. We flew from Houston Hobby to Orlando, and I'm kind of running out of steam, my friend. I think my bride shared a little cold with me, and so yeah, I was excited to see the Saab. Yeah, Millhouse. Yeah, I'll have the VOD up here for sure. And we did do a half bad job. I didn't think. I mean, it's always a rodeo, but most everything went according to plan. Melvin Leroy has been a pro, even handling the stuck autopilot. Yeah, didn't even break a sweat. Brian Kabisky, hey Brian, good to see you. In 145, you would have won it. I think you were closer there, no doubt about it. Downwind Sim, nice job, thanks. Millhouse even gave me a little butter. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad. Now stop this thing, Downwind Sim saying, King Ari, what was the joystick in Honeycomb Alpha? Yeah, thanks, Downwind Sim. Yep, a very fine product. I can endorse the Honeycomb brand. I think I've got a Bravo throttle quadrant that I adore, and had an issue with it. Sent it in. It was really well supported. They sent me a brand new one. It was like they got right back to me. So it's a good outfit. And yeah. I wonder if I should get that plane. Millhouse, it is a good plane. It really is. I would wait till it's on sale. They put it on sale every now and again. It's $50 I think right now, and it's probably worth it, but it's definitely worth it when it's like $35. So any desk I put the Eclipse moves before I can get the thing all the way back if I don't push on the base. So I've had to actually, like, I've mounted my mounting plate with 4 screws into my desk there. I thought the Take Command planes never went on sale. It's rare, but they do. I've seen this plane on sale a couple of times since I've bought. About one time a year they'll go on sale. So just keep your eyes peeled. Like the one plane I've never seen on sale that actually went on sale this Christmas was the TBM. That's the only plane I had never ever seen on sale, and it went on sale this Christmas. So yeah. Anyway, like it, Millhouse, if you enjoy Saabs, this is the best Saab in the game, and so it would be worth your $50. I mean, you're not getting ripped off by any means, but it's definitely you know how it is. If you save $10, $15, you know, whatever, it just feels better, right? It just feels better. Okay, I've got some thank yous, and then we're also going to kind of get the heck out of Dodge here. So first and foremost, everybody who came by and chatted and hung out with me for, doggone it, guys, darn near 4 hours. Wow. Yeah. Well, Millhouse, this one will definitely give you a run because it's great to have all, you know, now I have not only the pitch trim, but I've got the yaw and the roll trim, and I used the heck out of it today. It was really, really nice to have that. And that was something I didn't have access to with my SciTech. I just didn't have the buttons, and so that's really nice. So yeah, this is one of those that you would that the Alpha really does help with. But yeah, I called it 4 hours at the start. Yeah, if I can get this outro done here in the next 45 seconds, I'll be right on the dot. So everybody who came by the stream, thank you. JPC, thank you for the re-ascription. 2 years. The best part of that is I've been your friend for 2 years, so that's awesome. King Ari, thanks for the follow. Gravy BLR, thank you as well for the follow. Carbeat, you stopped by, you pushed the follow button, thank you. Mork, you reascribed. You're 17 months, man. That's another great friendship to have for that long. Steve 099, thanks for the follow. Tofaz, thank you for the follow. Flying with Mike came in with the raid. I think he's headed out, but appreciate that raid. .34, you also reascribed tonight. 3 months. That's so cool, Tim. Thank you so much. A330, thanks for the follow. Joe Aviox. Oh, actually, he was a couple days ago, so I think that kind of wraps up the follow and ascription. Thank you. So, all right, you guys. I'm looking at a couple of. I'm looking at some awesome choices here. We've got Turbinator in the 747-200. We have Defective Crayon in the 737-200. We've got Northwest. We're going to go to Northwest. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to go to Northwest Ornament. He's flying the Concorde. Man, you just don't get. It's rare that you have a chance to go watch somebody, especially somebody as cool as Will, go fly a plane like that. So I'm going to dial him up here and say my final adioses. My next stream, by the way, is actually Cargo Mail coming up on Tuesday. I'll be in the A300. I'm not sure where yet. I'm going to kind of wait and see where the ATC happens to fall, and I'll let you know as soon as I know. Okay, that'll be 6 o'clock. That's 0100 Zulu. And then on Thursday, it's International Melbourne. I'll be back down in Tasmania, flying around in something and having some fun down there. So those will be my next two coming up. I hope you can join me for one or two or both, or even fly along with me. That's even cooler. So, all right, I'll see you over there in Northwest Ornament stream. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend if I don't talk to you until Tuesday. Take care, everybody. God bless.